Alright, what's up, everybody? Diablo Bob just made a sex joke, everybody. You missed it. Welcome to Saturday. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing Icewind Dale. I will turn it directly over to the man who is the Master of Ceremonies and Dungeon Master, or if you're not playing D&D specifically, the GM, Mr. Drake Takes.
Happy Halloween, everybody. It's October 31st, 2020. And this is Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, session 7. It's already been 7 weeks since we started this little endeavor up into the frozen north. And tonight we'll be using Sirenscape for our sounds. And a shout out to those guys over at Sirenscape. Thank you very much. And to start off, we're going to do a little bit of refresher, and then we'll get into talking about the less important characters, the story that's important, right? No?
Obviously.
Well, you guys are
We're
in...
expendable. We can be replaced very quickly.
Yeah, we've already got 2 newbies, technically, right? See if we can get a whole, redraw the hand. So you guys are in Icewind Dale, north of the spine of the world, and so far you guys have been traveling around Lake Dinishir, and you've moved from Caer Coneg through Caer Deval, and then over to East Haven is where you currently are. And in East Haven, you guys have been to the White Lady Inn. You spent a night up there. And you've been out on the East Haven ferry, and there weren't ferries on the East Haven ferry. There were dwarves, duergar type, underdark, sneaky little shapeshifty dwarves too. Like one of them turned into a little little guy. And while you were up there, you found a map, but no one speaks Dwarven, so the map is not so clear to you guys. So you're on
Keeps
the
coming up for some reason. Don't know.
Yeah, you're on the hunt for someone to speak Dwarven, and you made your way down to Torg's. What's the name of the place? I got my sounds open. Torg's Caravan, traveling caravan, which is in the warehouse district up here. And that's where we left off last week. And let me push you guys that map, if I could find it. No. Double click on one of your tokens. There it is. That's the easiest way. If you got it all set.
Ooh.
So I did some in the combat tracker.
Yeah, you have Neo in the combat tracker instead of
Neo's ghost is still here.
haunting you all. Ooh.
His ghost is still on the map too.
No. I'm deleting that. I'm putting that there. Is that better?
Thank you.
Woo!
So you guys are in this warehouse, and it looks like a let me get some sounds going. Whistly wind is blowing outside, and there's definitely lots of wind. And
Is it breaking?
Is the wind breaking? That was a right sider only. That was just on the right side.
I must have my earpieces in backwards. That was on my left.
Oh yeah. I hope mine aren't on backwards. P.S. I'd like to do a shout out to Mr. Spencer, who has the best T-shirt available on planet Earth wearing right now. Right? Yeah, look at that shit.
Weird ass fucking logo that you're stuck with forever.
Can't get away from it. Now I put it all
Yeah.
over fucking everything. Oh, my mug is in the kitchen. I don't have my mug, my water mug. I'll get it at
So
break.
Torque's caravan consists of 3 heavily laden dog sleds, which aren't heavily laden right now. They're kind of in storage. And each of them has 6 friendly sled dogs. So there's 18 dogs in here right now. There's also a whole bunch of provisions. It looks like maybe they sell a little here, but they're kind of looks like more like they might be doing inventory or something. But you see like firewood, flint and tinder, flasks of whale oil, blankets, furs, rations, even some wine and casks of looks like ale, some snake oils and even some poisons. And when you guys come in, Mr. Quaid kind of says hello, and you heard a voice inside the room back here. As you see some individuals back there, and 2 individuals step out, and they're both humans wearing. Well, as they come out, they pull up their parkas and stuff because it's much cooler out here in the warehouse than it obviously is from that room. It looks like there's some heat on in there. Everything looks warm. You can see the heat coming out of the door. And when these guys step out, they kind of look at you a little curiously, and everybody gets an impression that they look a tad concerned, and they say, "What do you want?"
Supplies.
As they look you over, so let's just describe what these 2 individuals see when they walk out into the warehouse. Let's start with Dennis. Well, how does Mr. Quaid dressed? How does he look?
Lacking of color. His whole presence seems to be, even the clothing that he wears is just drab shades of gray, and there's shadows that swirl around him
And he
constantly. Like you might see him. Did I just see that? And maybe not. And yeah, he's an elf.
and he kind of tries to stay in the shadows too, right? That's kind of where he's
Best I can, but I just happened to walk in and hey, hello, we're here to trade. Hey.
What about our newest member, Uwu?
All right. Uwu,
Uwu.
also known as Unknown Whom the Third, but everybody calls him Uwu. He dresses in like a dark cloak over his cold weather gear, and pretty much if he's kind of staying in the shadows, the only thing you can see is his like bright green eyes.
Bright green eyes staring out, so like a Ewok kind of, or
Almost,
a Jawa,
but
like a Jawa.
if he turns around, there's a big reflective green eye, like on the back of his cloak.
Oh.
I don't know. He comes from a deadly lineage. He's just trying to, solidify his existence in the
We
world.
had those in the army. That's so you don't run into the guy in front of you. That it's like a reflector. Yeah. What about Obsidian? How does he look? I mean, it's cold out, and
So Obsidian has cold weather gear on top of cold weather gear, and he has gloves and
It's the Michelin Man.
an extra pair of pants on underneath his cold weather gear. So he's sort of like that kid from Christmas Story, sort of walking.
I gotta pee.
And he's almost always shivering especially when he's outside. But what you think it's just a trick of the light, but if he ever puts down his hood, it's black skin. Is where he gets his name from, and it's not dark. It's like the color obsidian, or onyx. And he's always cold and stamping his feet, and so if he's sort of looking in the other room, sort of trying to
So yeah,
maybe
it's
work his way over there.
minus 38, minus 40 outside. It's not so bad. I mean, it's been colder. In here, it's still probably below zero, maybe minus 10. So it's a little bit warmer in here, 30 degrees almost. But you can see in that room over there, it's much warmer.
Is there a fire going?
There is a remnants of a fire, just some hot coals and stuff over there, kind of slightly glowing. It looks like enough to just keep the dogs kind of warm. And what about Zazzy? What does Zazzy look like when he comes in here?
Zazzy is a robed figure, and he has perfectly coiffed, perfectly arranged hair, and you can tell when you first look at him that he is even though he might do it, he doesn't appear to be a fighter. He appears to be a speaker and a caster. And also the look on his face belies his 8 intelligence. He kind of looks dumb, just his face looks dumb. So anybody who would see him and not know him would probably, even though he's got a 16 charisma, they probably would not want to talk to him.
So he's pretty and dumb.
Yeah, that's right. He's your who's a good example of that? Ivanka.
Does he flick his hair like Fabio?
Yeah,
Hand
I
model.
thought of Fabio. Like Dolph Lundgren, who by the way has like 3 PhDs. He just appears to be dumb. Yeah, but anyway, that's the story on Zazzy, and he's also not smart enough to have changed his name, because Zazzy is kind of like Robbie. Like, instead of just being Zaz, he's still Zazzy. I just made
or
that
Mr.
up.
Zaz.
I just made that up on the spot right now.
That's called improv, Rob.
Improv. That's how you do it in D&D, everybody.
So what about Grun? What's
So Grun comes in and he's got his cold weather gear on, and his hood is up and stuff. His face is kind of weathered and wrinkled, and his hair is matted down and stringy, and not really. He doesn't look terribly pretty at all. He kind of has a permanent scowl etched on his face. And he tends to stand back and look around at the 2 people that came in suspiciously. And he's always carrying this roughly 2.5 foot long rod of wood. It's kind of made out of a deep red wood that he carries with him all the time. It's roughly an inch thick or so. And at the very tip of this rod that he carries with him, if you're looking closely, you can see etched into the end of the rod is a symbol of Asmodeus.
Look closely at the tip, is what he's telling everyone.
Just the tip, just for a minute.
Just look at it, just the tip, real close. So this is the party of assholes in the cold. And the 2 guys that come out of the room up there, they're both, they're wearing cold weather gear. They're kind of pulling their hood up because it's much colder out there. Maybe putting their gloves on, but they're both carrying slung over their back crossbows, and you can see on their hip they have scimitars. Underneath their heavy fur jackets and stuff, you see some leather armor, and they kind of step out and they say, "We ain't got all night. We're closing up pretty soon, so if you want to buy something, I'll give Torag a call."
That would be fine. Thank you.
Thanks.
And
They're
Dennis
kind
will
of
just start checking
watching
out
you
the
a
stuff.
little, like looking you over. You all get the feeling that they're like. And then you hear a voice from in the back. "Who's out there?" A gruff, like, female voice. And one of them says, "They ain't Easters. They look like adventurers." They've got weapons and stuff. She's like, I'll be right out.
Forrest Gump.
So,
They got weapons and stuff.
a few moments later, a female dwarf comes out. She looks like this. She says, "Are y'all here to buy something or make some trade? What is it I can do for y'all?" And she comes walking right on out here. She doesn't have her coat on, so she kind of hunches up a little bit. What is it you're looking for? I'm
Well,
Torag.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to
Torga.
meet
What
you.
about these?
Torga Icewind, I am.
Well, we're getting ready to make a trek to Tourmaline. Deal with some kobolds and stuff over in that direction, and just wondering if there's some things that we could pick up. You know, we're just kind of window shopping.
Well, hurry up if you don't mind. We're closing it up for the evening. I was going to give the boys the night off.
I got a question, Drake. The cold-hearted killer quest that we got from Lynn Trollbane, retired bounty hunter stalking a serial killer ever since she found a connection between 3 murders in a small trading company called Torgs, which we're here at right now. So it says Lynn hires characters to apprehend her suspect, but I don't have it in the notes here who the suspect is.
It was the bodyguard.
Bodyguard in the den with the candlestick.
It was the butler.
Oh,
It was the butler.
bodyguard mustard.
She called him Suffolk.
Suffolk Keltro.
Seth Keltro.
She's a dwarf. Maybe she can read the thing.
By the way, can we trouble you to look at something for us? Do a little translation.
What is it?
Yes. Dwarven writing.
So do you hand her the map that the little
I don't have
little
it.
dwarf was trying to run away with? Somebody has it. Who? in
Oh,
the
that
party?
yeah, I snatched it with the
Yeah, you got it.
mage hand. Yeah, so I'll take the mage hand and present it to her. Just kind of unroll it.
Oh, the map.
She says, that's pretty dexterous for a magical hand, one-handed to unroll a parchment like that, you know? How do you
If I do
How
say
did-
so myself.
how does he do it? Like,
I didn't know it was rolled up or it's
Yeah.
okay.
Doesn't it just
So
like that? Isn't that how they?
it could be rolled
the
up
hand
in
the
one
hand
tube.
does this.
And it only does it with 3 fingers.
Okay.
Yep.
So after like the second try, she grabs a hold of the other end and she looks at it. She
You
says,
see Dennis kind of
"Ah,
looking at his hand.
this is in Dwarven," and she like grabs the sides and she spins it around. Ah, let's see. This appears to be a map. Ah, this is not so bad of a map. And she goes on and she says, "Do you mind if I?" She pulls out like some writing stuff out of her little piece of chalk. She says, "I can mark this up for you properly if you like, in common."
On an insight checker.
If she's gonna mark up the map correctly, is that what you're insight checking her? You believe her?
Yeah. That she would do it correctly. Yeah. That'd
Well,
be perfect.
as she starts doing it, she's like, "Yeah, this is Caer Koenig, and this is Caer Duval," and it's making sense the way the map is laid
Okay.
out. Hold on one second.
Were we all too stupid to figure that out before?
No,
Would you really look?
I said it. You think it's probably a map of 10 towns. You just don't know what it says, you know.
So they're just labels.
So let me give you the map when
There's
I
stuff
find it
written
here
on it
somewhere.
too.
Yeah, here it is. So here is what you see after it's translated. And I put that in the party sheet.
I see. Kelvin's Cairn. God, there's an L in there.
Me all day to pencil all that.
Is that because temperatures there are always measured in kelvins?
I guess. Did you pencil this? Are you shitting me?
It's 0 Kelvin. I literally did not pencil this.
Because
I
that would have been, I
literally-
would have been like
I
impressed
literally
forever.
Paint.netted this map that I found. Somebody did such great job on
Yeah.
drawing for me.
I thought you used the drawing tools in Fantasy Grounds Unity.
Yeah,
Control.
You could
actually,
have.
I used my old Etch-a-Sketch.
And then you just took a picture of it and then whited
Yeah.
it out. That's amazing. Can you imagine drawing that in a fucking Etch-a-Sketch? Oh my god, heart attack.
I write my name in Etch-a-Sketch. What are you talking
I
about?
can't even draw one line. Etch-a-Sketch. Those
So
are
the
awesome.
only thing that are
Sunlight.
different is down on the bottom right. Somebody's already spotted it.
Sunblight.
It says Sunblight, and then up at the base of Kelvin's Cairn it says Outpost. But you're pretty sure you've been there.
That's what I was wondering. Okay.
Since this map is actually, she explains it's a dialect of Dwarven, but it is actually got underdark tones to it. She thinks it could be Duergar. She goes, "Are you interested in selling this map?" Maybe we can do a trade. What is it that you need for your expedition?
Some dogs and a sled would be great.
Unfortunately, my dogs are not for sale. However,
Mage hand, snatch it away. Okay, fill it up.
I want to commit it to memory so I can recreate it using minor illusion in the future.
what are you, freaking robot or something?
It'll come out just this blur. Ah, crap.
It's perfect.
That's how I remembered it. But I was drunk when I read it.
Negotiation is closed, I suppose. Dogs, a sled. How about gold? Do you take gold?
Do you have any information about why the Drugar are in the area?
Trugar in the area? Not my cup of tea, Trugar. I don't care for the likes of them. I don't know. Perhaps they are after something? Why would they be on the surface? Where have you spotted them? It turns into a... She's wanting to know.
Well, this lot was fighting a bunch of Drugar on the ferry. That's
On the East Haven ferry?
yeah.
Well, they're under it now.
What an odd spot for Durga to wind up.
They were trying to steal that map, apparently.
Well, this map indicates the surface for sure. A very nice, detailed map of the surface. Looks like if the Durga drew this, then they've been in the area for a while, gathering information, perhaps.
Good point.
To the rest of the party, I'd say, I don't mind sharing the map if we can make a copy of it.
Put in the copy
get some
machine.
paper or whatever. Yeah, get a Xerox.
Well, the map in itself isn't that fancy. It's the labor to make it that I was offering gold for. If you wish to sell me a copy of it, I'd be more than happy to purchase, say, for 5 gold. A decent copy, not some
That's the hard part.
made with chalk, pieces of broken glass, and blood. Those don't cut it.
Well, I can always make your drawing look a little bit better than it is.
And how much you give for the original?
The original. I do suppose, since you found it, it means something to you, so I'll double it. I'll give you 10 gold.
Yeah.
What do you need
We'll
it
keep
for?
it.
You're seasoned adventurers. You know the area. Plus, the DM supplies you with a map. He doesn't really.
That was my thought exactly. You already have one, so.
Yeah, we're good. As long as this is the only thing that we don't know on the map, so as long as we can remember where that is, roughly.
Yeah, let's get a good fixation on where
So
that's at.
since we all have maps, could we just open up our map, edit in the location of Sunblight, and sell it to her?
Absolutely. Who's got a map? Raise your hand if your character has a map.
I do. It's on my inventory.
Oh, yeah? What does it look like?
This map.
It says map. So
Says
it's like an X with a dotted line and then another X.
So that's your
The
beginning
treasure map.
equipment.
Actually, disregard. It says map of the city I grew up in. So
Oh.
E7.
So you have a map of East Haven.
streets.
That's pretty nice.
Does anybody have on their inventory, on their character sheet, lines that look bold as opposed to not? Does anybody else have that?
Nope.
Okay, it must be the font. I was wondering what does that signify, but it might just be the font, I guess.
No, it's just when you scroll, if you're in a certain spot, they turn bold.
Because if you look on stream, they're like some of mine are bold and some of them aren't. I've never seen this until today.
Mine are like, if I'm clicked on the brown line, they're bold, and on the white line, they're light. I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are not.
But at least
there's no
mine are
pattern to it.
uniform. At least mine are uniform,
Right,
so it
mine
doesn't
aren't.
bother me.
That's why I was wondering, does it mean anything? But I guess not. It means the fucking.
I know they mentioned they were going to take a look at the spacing of how far characters appear above that underline. So that may be an artifact of tweaking there.
This looks like it's been slightly bolded, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay, so does she have, like, for sale a regular map of the area?
I don't have a map. I go where the wind takes me, usually. And the profit?
Okay, so none of y'all have an actual map.
No, this
Alright.
is actually the only map that your characters have seen.
Alright.
The map that I've been showing you is just for the players.
Yeah, Dennis isn't really from this area. He's only been here about 6 months.
Well, Grun knows the area. He's been all over 10 towns.
Okay, so Uwu is from East Haven. And also is an urchin, so he knows his way around the city and people and places and stuff. Would he know where to go and get a map, like a standard map that he could basically then mark up with a couple pieces of information?
You do know that there is a place in town that sells maps. They start at 50 gold. They're a little bit better than this map.
Nah,
Do
we're
you,
good.
do you have anything magical to help with this cold? like magical gloves or protection from cold or anything like that?
You're asking Torga? Is that? She's like, I have the remedy exactly for you. She goes over and fishes out a bottle. She's like, this magic potion will warm you to the bones.
It's firewater.
It also takes stains out. 2 silver and it's yours.
Do it.
And
We're not selling the map.
How long does it last?
Until you drink it, of course.
After you drink it, how long will I be warm?
Oh, you will be warm for many moments.
Many moments.
For the rest of your life.
It is exhilarating. It's the best 2 silver you'll spend all week, trust me. If you drink too much, though, you might go blind, so be careful.
So he'll fish out 2 silver and give it to her.
You can add snake oil to your inventory if you like.
Turpentine.
And she hands you a kind of a cool looking bottle. It's like, yeah. Looks like it's had a couple labels on it in its day. Currently, it doesn't have any label. She's like, anyone else want some of this magic potion?
Anybody else want some of this? No thanks.
She says, the other thing I have that will warm your bones and last for hours and hours. She picks up a bundle of firewood and kind of hands it to you. This is only 1 silver.
It's expensive firewood.
Yes. Well, it's the transportation that's the cost. Obsidian, give me a investigation check, intelligence, please. You see a label on, like, kind of tucked between 2 of the logs that's wrapped around the twine that kind of bundles this little thing together. You know, the bundle of firewood. It's like a little tag under there. She's like, I have some fresh trout over here. And she walks over and she looks at Grun. When she moves across the room, you see another individual come out and kind of slide up towards the front. He's not wearing any armor. He doesn't have any heavy winter clothes on, and he doesn't have any weapons on him. And he steps
And
out.
he's got ice blue eyes.
And he does. He has ice blue eyes. He's just wearing like a leather vest, kind of with the big buttons down the front of it, and like pantaloons maybe.
Pantaloons.
And he just steps out and he examines all of you with those cold steel eyes. I mean, they're almost like ocean water, you know, just blue as he looks at all of you and gets in a good examination, looks you all up and down. He doesn't say anything, though.
As she heads over toward the fish, I want to do a sleight of hand to see if I can read this label.
It's in Dwarven. I'm just fucking with you. It's actually a common. It says, Lonelywood General Store, 1 silver.
I don't
When
like
she
it.
comes over by the fish, I'm going to back away.
You notice the other ones don't have the tags. You know, as you glance around, you don't see any more tags. You see a couple of, like, the little strings that the tags were attached to with no tag. It's like they've been cut off or something. What'd you say Grunt's gonna do?
When she comes over by those fish, Grun's going to back away into the other corner.
He just kind of got his scowl down, and
Yeah,
she says,
he doesn't want to be anywhere near it.
she picks up a frozen
Strange
fish
people.
and she says, they were just caught recently. Anybody?
Nope.
So
No
what's
no
the
takers, no takers.
what's
So,
the price
as
of one of
we've
those
been
sleds?
traveling through these back and forth, like to that fort, what was the availability of firewood?
You haven't seen doodly squat for firewood on this side of the Icewind Dale. They almost exclusively use whale oil over here for fire and burning and cooking. I mean, occasionally you see some firewood, but it's pretty scarce. But some of you do know that the reason it's scarce is there's no trees over here. The trees are all lonely wood trees.
I will pay for this if one of you can carry it.
Pay
I'm no
for
pack
Can
what?
we
mule.
play that? Can you play
Carry
that clip
squat.
again? Can you play that clip again? You didn't carry squat.
It's still funny.
Fuck you.
Okay,
So,
so what are we here to get, guys?
Well, out of character, we're here to try to discern whether or not this guy is a serial killer, right? I mean, wasn't that the ultimate reason we came here?
So ask them.
yeah.
I will shout at Torg across the room here.
Are you a serial killer?
Torga,
No.
Do you hate grains?
have you guys heard of anything? We've also been asked to look into some missing fishermen. But I want to keep an eye on bodyguard dude here. As I say this to her.
He's exactly doing that. It looks like he's keeping his eye on you guys. He's kind of leaning up against the sled, kind of sitting on the edge of it. Just looking down at his feet and glancing around once in a while. He's not, doesn't seem interested in the conversation, that's for sure. These guys, you can see them, there's 4 of them. They're milling around. Kind of looking out, seeing what's going on, I mean, you got to think that, these are, a traveling store. Adventurers aren't usually you know, their customers too much. So they're kind of curious. Ooh, adventurers.
Do you have any unworked leather?
Just what's in the crates over there. Unworked leather. Like
I am a
wool?
leather worker myself, and I need some things to replace ties and perhaps mend belts and things. Armor when necessary.
Maybe a couple of square feet of it is all I could scrounge up. If that's enough, I'd sell it to you at a reasonable price. Perhaps if you bought a fish, I would wrap it up in it for you. They're not going to last much longer. They've been fresh for too many days.
For God's sake, sell me the fucking fish. He comes over, how much is the fish?
This fish here that's been fresh for 4 days now is only one silver.
1 silver piece. He gives her a silver piece and he tosses the fucking fish out the door. Now!
She's like, wait. Before you throw it out the door, and she pulls out some leather and she wraps it up in some leather and then hands it to you.
Okay, well then I toss the leather wrapped fish to Obsidian.
Sounds like a reasonable trade. Anybody else need some leather? I have one
Now,
more fish to trade.
missing fisherman. Have you heard of anything about missing fishermen?
On 10 Towns Lakes? But of course I
Yes.
have. There's fishermen that go missing all the time. Any particular place they're missing from?
Like Denishire.
It's actually East Haven.
Captain of East Haven's militia, Imdrad Arlagath, takes notice of the characters during the burning and offers a request. Some fishers have gone missing on Lake Denishire.
Yeah,
She wants the
that's
characters to
out
take
of
a look.
East Haven. Yeah,
Right. Yeah,
that
from here.
fishermen.
Okay, from here.
Yeah, yeah. She's
Yeah.
like, unfortunately, we just arrived today into East Haven, so I haven't been to the taverns to hear the rumors.
Well,
Saw missing fishermen.
From where did you come? What news have you from the rest of Tin
Uh,
Towns then?
News I have. Give me a persuasion check. Somebody who's doing the. It sounds to me like it's Mr. Quaid doing the persuasion, and with a 24, you definitely get to roll on the rumor table.
Hello.
Hello.
P.S.
Ooh.
JPG says that bolding of the lines in the inventory is caused by UI scaling. And when a pixel is half in or out or whatever, that's what he says happens.
Ah.
Uwu's over here trying to talk to the bodyguard, trying to distract him.
She said, I've heard down in Caer Konig there are vandals and thieves that have been skulking about unseen. They have been stealing things, and the town speaker, Trovos, is asking for help.
Yeah, we came from there. We took care of his issue. That map you hold there is kind of tied to that, I think.
So, you think this map has something to do with the thieves? Well, that makes sense. The thieves have been reported not only in Caer Konig, but as well in East Haven, I've heard. Perhaps more towns. Perhaps these towns, and she points towards your map.
Perhaps the
targets.
very stuff here in your warehouse could be stolen.
What's something the dwarves would want from every town in 10 towns? Scrimshaw?
No.
Beer.
Yeah, ale, I was
Yep.
going to say.
Definitely not ale from East Haven. This place is dry as a bone. I plan
Fishy
to
ale.
make a fortune tomorrow selling my casks of wine and ale.
There's a dry town not far from here.
So that
Yeah.
that price tag that Obsidian saw, that didn't say Torg's thing, right? It was some general
Lonelywood.
store. Lonelywood.
Yeah. Where Dennis Quaid is from.
Where Dennis Quaid lived. He's not from there.
He's a,
That's not necessarily. She's a
Oh,
trader.
he's
She
very
traveled
familiar
from town to
with
town.
Lonelywood.
So she would buy it from Lonelywood. She said it's the only place that has wood, and I come back and sell it here.
It was marked not at a Lonelywood like a lumber mill, as a general store. Why would a general store be trading stuff? You know, if you're a trader, you go to the manufacturer and you pick it up and you take it off to a seller. You don't go to the general store and buy crap and then take it to another general store.
Because the answer is because it's a front.
Yeah.
It's a hiding a criminal enterprise. Serial killing.
I'm highly suspicious.
Well, I think you guys are all suspicious when you came in here. You're like,
Yeah.
supposedly these guys are criminals.
You know, I'm suspicious of everybody in general, but
So Uwu at this point's really trying to distract the guard.
Oh, that's what the box is for. Tells you what I spent it on. on something, a stinking rotten fucking 4-day-old fresh fish
And some leather.
and some leather.
That got wrapped around a stinking 4-day-old fish.
So it's got fish smell imbued in the leather.
Fish guts, icky, icky fish guts.
What's happening?
So they kind of they're like, the guys are getting anxious. They want to, have some ale for the evening. We'd like to close up here, if you don't mind. Finish up your shopping.
Yeah. Well, if the dogs and sleds aren't for sale, then we're really looking for a way to expedite our travels. But thank you for your time.
Everything's for sale for the right price, but I haven't heard any exorbitant offers to do away with a third of my business until I find more sleds and dogs, of course. So you put me out of business, so it has to be very worth my while. Adventurers are known to have lots of extra coin laying around. Let's say 500 gold?
Only good adventurers.
Well, at least we know where you stand. We'll go
I'm
make
gonna
500 gold. We'll come back and see you. How's that?
Yeah, she's gonna roll an insight check to see if you have 500 gold.
No, I'm not trying to make her think I've got 500 gold.
Oh, I know, but when she said 500 gold and everyone's face went blank white, like we ain't got that kind of gold. Or maybe it's like 500 gold's a drop in the bucket to you and you're loaded and they should rob you when you leave. That kind of insight check.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that all you got to say? Just okay?
It was nothing. She's not like planning your murder or anything right now or anything, so.
So, just exactly which inn are you taking the drink to for tonight? That's where we need to be getting warm, right, fellas?
And two of my men will stay with the dogs while two go do their business.
How much for a cask of ale?
No, but I mean we need to know which one of these taverns is going to have some ale tonight. That's where we'll be.
She says, I don't know. I haven't sold them any. I have a meeting tomorrow to sell my ale. Unless, of course, I sell it tonight. Do you wish to purchase one of these fine, aged barrels of ale?
How much for the trout schnauzer?
The what?
Trout schnauzer. What the hell's a trout schnauzer?
A trout schnauzer,
How much for a
I
cask?
believe,
She
is a
looks
penis.
down at her crotch. What? My what?
No, a cask of your ale.
Why didn't you just say that?
Let's see.
Yes,
A
it would
cask
be
of
funny.
Is that a
her
bird I
ale.
hear? Does somebody have a bird?
It's a East Haven seabird.
What does that mean?
Siren's Cave. It's the East
Oh,
Haven.
it's it sounds like it's coming out of one of your guys's. That's awesome. Sirenscape's doing that. Haven
No.
Seabird, everybody.
It is
Yeah,
just to satisfy you.
it's. There's a bird in my house.
There is a bird
Bob
in your
has
house.
a bird. I was covering for him.
I like.
What was I looking for?
I'm interested in anybody that would have a bird for a pet.
I can give you the bird if you like.
No,
He just showed it to you.
It's I didn't. Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah, it wasn't.
I've had a mustache parrot, and I don't want any more. You won't get any sleep when you want to sleep.
That's
that
what I'm
afternoon
saying.
Nap.
I've
Yep.
had parakeets. They're not fun.
So, does she price one of these casks of ale?
She says, this cask has no cost in the player's handbook, so everything's negotiable. How much
That
do you
was
want to pay
free.
for it?
There's no price tag. It's free.
3
right?
gold.
Agreed. 3 gold sounds fair.
Okay, Quaid turns around and looks right at Uwu. Like, what the fuck? Hang on.
Cask of ale.
So,
Do you even know it's ale?
Yeah, we've
A
got.
gallon of ale is 2 silver for in a normal inn.
It's got an
He's a
official.
half-like.
It's got an official stamp on it. It looks legit. Only way to find out is crack it open. She says there's a non-returnable deposit on that cask. It's 3 gold.
There you go,
The
guys.
dogs bark. So you can add that to your inventory because it's not even in the player's handbook. Did they give me a parcel? Maybe. Let's see.
This was a
Hmm.
lot of time to spend to buy
Oh,
one
yeah.
fucking thing of ale.
So that
We've
would
been
be
in here for
30.
45 minutes.
That's going to be heavy. That's 30 gallons at 2 silver a gallon. 3 gold is 30 gallons of beer. That's pretty heavy.
How heavy is it?
But see, right here, there's a cart.
That's one of her sleds.
Well,
a sled?
it's
Don't
forget our
240
Our
pounds.
pack mule.
Without would be, if it was water, it'd be 240 pounds.
It's all right. We've got a pack mule.
Yeah.
Yes. My associate will carry
With
it.
his
And carry
7
squat.
strength. Carry.
That was like 3 weeks
He
ago. We're
he
still
was
not-
like he was like subtracting arrows just so he had enough, so he wasn't encumbered.
Right,
You know, he
removing-
didn't carry squat.
removing 3-gram items to see to go overweight.
We can either roll this out, or we can figure out how to move it.
She's like,
But
you
we-
can come back in the morning and pick it up if you like.
Right, we come back in the morning and you're fucking.
Well,
into the next
it's
town.
4
You're
p.m.
gone.
We're looking to go crack into it and drink it somewhere.
She's like, it rolls pretty well.
Hey, you know what? You don't have to carry it if you drink it. Just remember that.
Hey, how about we roll it to a tavern? Because didn't
We'll
we
chill it,
just
too,
roll
on
it
the
to a
way.
tavern and be like, we're here. Pop the keg.
Well, there's
And,
there's only 2 taverns in East Haven.
Yeah, we're near one.
And yeah, you're right up near what's the one up north?
Trout smell.
Trout. Wet trout.
The trout schnauzer.
Trout schnauzer.
Dog's
You
dick,
guys,
I think it's called.
Yeah, the wet trout. So you guys start wheeling your
The wet fish.
it's kind of a little bit uphill, so it's a little slower
Oh,
going than
fuck.
you hope. But, well, it's
not.
it's not steep, it's just slightly uphill, so it's a little, you got to kind of stay on it a little bit. You can't just like push it and let it roll and then catch up to it, you kind of got to stay on it. But yeah, it's so snowy out that I don't see. I mean, I rolled a freaking keg of beer, Guinness, all the way up to a mountain lodge from as close as we could get in the car before it started spinning out. We freaking took it out. We just rolled it up the hill all the way. It was like the mile.
There we go.
It was nice and cold.
I
when
mean,
got
we were there
too.
earlier, so I saw a friend.
The
guys
guy that had
talked
to
to
lug the
somebody.
nitrogen tank, though, is the one that got the workout. It was Guinness, right? So you guys head out, and as you're moving up the alleyway, up the road, like sitting, like you catch a glimpse of him sitting a little bit ahead of you. In the corner, as he goes around the edge of a building, is the bodyguard guy, Sefik. You just kind of see the edge of him go around a building as you guys are passing it like an alleyway.
Now we
Think we're
can
being
question him in
followed?
private.
How far away?
He was a little bit ahead of you guys when you saw him, so if he is following you, he's staying ahead of you by following you. It's kind of a...
Okay. Know my way around the city very, very well.
Or he's
Um,
going to the wet trout and you just saw the back of it, you know.
know my way around these city streets very well. Um, do I know of an easy way to get around to him without him noticing?
Stealthing?
Yes, but I'm saying, like, is there like a back alleyway, etc.? Because, you know, we can get there twice as fast as normal, or I can try to like tell these guys keep pushing it towards the trout schnauzer place, and I'll go ahead and just like find out what the hell he's up to.
He's by yourself, you can like shadow him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna go
Yeah.
tail our
Yeah.
tail.
I
He has
thought
an
you guys were
ability
going to
as an
shadow
urchin.
him as a group pushing this keg of beer.
No.
I'm just
Mm-mm.
clarifying.
Clunk,
No,
clunk,
we
clunk.
will push the halfling's fucking keg of beer up this fucking hill.
And you look around and you
Hell
don't
yeah.
see him. He's gone. He's like, I'll be back, guys. And he runs around the corner.
You keep pushing. Hey, I paid for it, so
Hope there's some left when he gets back.
So you guys push the barrel, and you guys get up to the wet trout. Uh, do we have an image? Oh yeah, we have a map. So here's the old map, and let me just put your guys in there somewhere. There you go. Except for this guy, he's not there.
Are there other patrons in there?
Yeah, no, it's kind of busy. There's at least a dozen or so in here already, and you think it's gonna fill up quickly because it looks like they're prepping glasses and stuff. It looks like it's gonna be the busy part of the evening. Come sundown at 4 o'clock or whatever it is. sun.
So I will use
Can
my.
we get an ale?
Yes, they do have ale here.
Well, shit.
Why the hell
This
did we buy
fucking
it? Then?
barrel up the hill for nothing. What the fuck?
Looks like
Quaid's cussing. Son of a bitch.
you look down because you brought it into the tavern with him, and the bartender, Dragonborn, she looks over the bar and she looks down. She goes, and boy, would we love to have some of it.
nod, nod.
We
Well,
sell
the
it to them.
halfling's not here. We pushed it up the hill.
She looks down at it again. We're assuming you brought it to share. Everybody's looking at you now. Yeah, share. Yeah, you want to share it. We're your friends.
Sure. That ought to get us a roll on a rumor table.
Oh yeah, get them all drunk.
Yeah, I might even give you 2 rolls if you share the whole thing before the halfling gets back.
Let's do it.
Do it.
It's a party. I feel like Clint Eastwood on Outlaw Josie Wales when he walks into the bar. There ain't been no whiskey since the silver ran out. Then the whores ran out.
So,
And the drinks.
Iwu, you start trying to shadow this guy, and you see that he's not that. At first you're like having a hard time, finding him. You're like, damn it, where is he? So you kind of cut back towards the party, and you come across him again, and he, as you're, give me a stealth roll. Let's see how. So you catch him for a brief second, like paused, looking towards the party, and then he kind of goes around a corner real quick, and you move like to flank him on the other side of the building. And when you come around into the alleyway where you think he went, you clearly see his track. And you're like, hey, look, tracks. And they start up between two buildings, heading towards the White Trout, but like a back alleyway.
Ooh.
Looks like it might be faster than going around the front. So do you follow him, or do you cut towards the party that's kind of going up the hill the other way? This is like cutting down the hill up the backside, and they're going up the side.
I'll follow him for a little bit more, just to see if I can determine whether he has good or bad intent.
Maiden Oral, thanks for the follow. Welcome
Doesn't
to
your
the stream.
background give you something special?
Yes, I know all the back alleyways very well. I can travel twice as fast as normal in the city. Hold on here. I hate that he renamed all these. Makes me upset. Okay, so you know the secret patterns and flow to cities and can find passages through the urban sprawl that others would miss. When you are not in combat, you and companions you lead, you travel between two locations in the city twice as fast as your speed would normally allow.
So, you don't have any problem catching up to these footprints if you want. You think you could easily, catch right up to him if you want. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes.
All right. So as you catch up to him, you can see now that you think he might have been leading you on. As suddenly he turns around and he has a long scimitar in his hand. It's made out of ice. And you
Oh, that's
see
a cool
him.
trick.
He's about 20 feet down an alleyway, right? You can see him at the end of the alleyway. You can see his piercing blue eyes turn around as this scimitar is kind of glowing in the moonlight a little. The ice is reflective. And suddenly you see him like shimmer and he vanishes. And then you can hear on the back of your neck, "What is it you want, halfling?"
What the fuck?
As he's behind you suddenly. And you can feel the presence of that cold scimitar leaning on the top of your head. "Can I help you with something, little one?"
Yes. I'm trying to figure out where my friends went. I stopped to take a leak and they kind of left me. So I kind of noticed you walking around the corners. I'm like, hey, I know him. Yeah.
Do you know me?
Well, you've been in the area.
I have been in the area. I haven't noticed you yet. Are you from here?
Yes. In fact, I am.
Kind of steps out from behind you, and you see he's no longer holding the scimitar. It's just gone.
Cool trick.
It's no trick. It's real.
I don't want to know about your sword. Like,
Perhaps you should toddle along before your friends leave you behind. And you're lost in a dark alleyway with a stranger that does tricks.
so do you know where they are?
And he kind of steps aside and says, "They're right there." As you see them wheeling this thing up the steps to the tavern that's kind of up on the hill, because he stepped out of the way. You could see through the alleyway up the hill. See the lights on the tavern. He says,
All right.
"They've arrived safely. The question is, will you?" And you see him shimmer, and he vanishes.
Okay.
And you can hear further around the hallway, around the alleyway, squeak, 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 squeak. His boot prints squeaking in the snow as he goes down the alleyway away from you.
He'll go, thank you. Have a good day. And walks towards the tavern.
All right, so Iwu comes in. He looks a little pale. I see a little
Cool.
out of breath, sweating a little bit.
Son of
Doesn't
a
look like
bitch.
he did any work. You guys are all like just now catching your breath from wheeling this thing up here.
Once I get warmed up, I'm gonna use my by popular demand to see if they would want some entertainment tonight.
Oh yeah, they really think that this would be an awesome night to have ale and entertainment.
So I'll bring out my tip box and set it up and start performing.
So, what is what's her face's name?
I feel like I'm in New Orleans.
I'll provide like a stage backdrop with minor illusion and prestidigitation effects for the performance.
Are you guys providing ale?
Should we give up some of it?
Yeah, share it around. Let's collect
Yeah.
some more rumors
Sure.
before the halfling gets here.
Yeah, we just start drawing
paid for it.
tankards full and passing them around.
You hear coming in the door. You're gonna do what?
Gonna do what? Make sure I get one.
What's going on?
I paid
Here,
for it.
that's a pint.
So the owner, she's like
Or at least a
remember she's Nemitra Miska. She's the dragonborn, female dragonborn, white female dragonborn. She says, I tell you what, you sell the ales, I split the profits. 50-50.
Well, how about you sell the ales out of his barrel and split the profits?
And we
But
get
the
a room for the
barrel-
night.
And we get a room for the night. But the barrel is 3 gold. It's got to be covered off the top, and then we split the rest.
Yes, we'll make more than 3 gold off of this tonight, trust me.
There you go.
She says, I'll give you 3 gold for it now, or we can take the risk and split the profits.
Split
He wants to split the profits. Yeah.
You want to split the profits, huh? Well, we have entertainment galore. We're gonna surely attract some attention tonight. I'll send runners out that we have ale. You didn't want any more of this, did you? It's all for sale, correct?
Yeah.
Except for one more pint for me.
Ah, the band drinks for free. So, everybody give me a skill check that you think your character would use to enhance your sales of alcoholic beverages tonight. Of course, I'm sure Obsidian is going to use a performance because he's performing, and maybe even Grun since he's helping.
Grun is going to use deception.
What are you deceiving with? How are you deceiving the audience?
So
Sleight
that
of
they're
hand kind of deceiving. Look,
yeah.
I made the rabbit come out of the hole. Loop.
It just so that they're seeing things that they're not expecting. You know, it's unexpected. Wow, catching their eye kind of thing.
I see that.
As well as selling ale at
What's
higher markup prices.
Mr. Quaid? How's he doing?
Well,
his
he'll be persuading folks, and he's got some minor illusion skills that he can look over there, and all of a sudden the silver balls of steel that Obsidian's juggling turn into flames, and now he's juggling balls of flames, and just little things like that.
Okay, cool. Anybody else want to try to partake?
Uwu will help basically tend to the bar tabs and stuff, and as people like start to get a little bit drunk, he'll kind of use his sleight of hand to try to sneak a couple extra silver here and there, and be like, "Oh yeah, no, it's just 3 copper, change. Don't worry about that," and just try to use his sleight of hand to pocket a couple extra silver here and there.
So you're cutting off the top, right? You're just trying to cut into the profits a little, but before the profits get turned in.
No, trying to basically, instead of 3 silver, he's basically taking 3.5 silver and giving back a little bit of it.
So you're in charge of the cashiering.
He's
Is
shortchanging them.
Exactly.
He's like, I'll run the
Overcharging.
drawer today. I'll run the drawer. All right,
We
you
got
change
this.
for a 10. You got a 10. Here's a 10. Here's 9, and here's 2 silver, and oh, you got 2 drinks, and you pull 2 back, and they're like, and they just wander away, stuffing
You
coins in
just
their pocket.
gaslighting them. You got a really good deal there, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Now
And
I put Obsidian's roll in there because I didn't understand it. It was a
I don't know how
G20 plus
why
a D20 plus a 2. I don't know how you got a 40 on something.
I don't know what that is.
3d20 plus
3d20
2. Wow.
plus 2. I have no idea what happened. I hit advantage and clicked it.
Hey,
I using up my inspiration.
I
So I don't know
mean,
what happened.
it's like the scene from the a talent show on Revenge of the Nerds where they just bust out with the and he just busts out with
So in addition to juggling, he also does close-up magic and sleight of hand. And as he's usually not stationary. He'll use mobile as he moves throughout the room, and he'll also pick things up off the table and include them as he's juggling, and then put it back as he walks away. That type of thing.
What about Zazzy? Is he just sitting over there drinking? Is he?
He's sharpening his weapons. He's one at a time. He's just sharpening every weapon he has, just sitting by himself, drinking. Drink, sharpen, drink, sharpen.
Every now and then, Obsidian will pick up one and put it into his juggling act.
Yeah.
Put it back down. He even
and then
takes
I'll be like, no, not that one. That one's not sharp yet. Hold on, we're doing that.
He juggles in one of your. He's got a 40, so he juggles in one of your daggers and sharpens it.
He got a 40.
Sharpens it in midair,
Yes.
mid juggle.
And there's flames coming off of it, and somebody singing in the background.
That's funny.
And Grunt's like, you are deceived. Aha! It isn't a rabbit in his hat.
Stage magician, misdirecting and
The sharp dagger.
Watch me pull a
It
rabbit
was
out of my ass.
really a
I'm in my
bunny.
hat.
Hey,
That's not
Rock.
a rabbit. That's a gerbil.
Hey, Rock, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. Oh, Boeing.
Why is he shaved and scared?
Well, believe it or not, you guys pack the house. The house is packed.
Sweet.
And towards the end of the evening, you're look towards the back of the room, and in the corner back here by the coat rack, next to the coat rack in front of this window, you see the guy with the piercing blue eyes. He just appears there, looking out over the crowd. In the back of the crowd, you can make him out back there. He's the only one not wearing coats and shit because it's still cold. Even in here with the fire going and all these people, it's still below freezing. 32 is hot when you live up here. If you can get above freezing somewhere instead of in the middle of a fire, it's hot. It's hot.
Uwu will jump up on top of his chair since he's short, point at him, and go, "Hey, I found him! Thanks!" To try to draw party's attention to the guy just standing there.
By the way, where is Uwu?
All right.
Behind the bar.
So
He's not even on my
Who
combat
said-
tracker.
Cask. Cask right
Yeah,
there.
he's not on my combat tracker either.
He's rogue.
Because
He's
I'm
hidden.
stealthy.
Mm.
There, I'll put him on the combat tracker since he was hidden.
Ah,
He's behind the bar. He's behind the bar, and he's smiling. At the end of the night, when the tab is dry, the keg is empty. The coin box is full.
So are my
So-
pockets.
You guys get to roll a D12 for how many gold you guys made.
damn it!
Zazzy, for your help tonight, you made 1 gold.
All right.
Iwu made 8 gold. 8, 8, 8, and Grun somehow managed to come out ahead with 11 gold. So that's how much is that? Let me. Oh, you guys are just adding it that way. That's easy
Mhm.
enough.
Zazzy
So-
gained.
and
Dennis Quaid
So that
gained.
puts him in my tip box too.
Yeah,
I love that. I love
Okay.
that.
that's for the
extension there,
evening. That's for the evening.
Now that it works right.
Pretty good
13.
evening. You invested 3 gold, and you guys made pretty good turnaround on it.
I made 1 goal.
And
That
that's
was-
even after you paid off the barkeep. You know, these are your profits.
nice.
Damn. Let's go buy another keg for tomorrow.
Later
night.
on,
Right,
we
We'll
can
just
right.
buy all of her
get
stuff.
together,
We'll
sitting
buy
around
it all up.
shooting the shit. And we go, oh, I made a gold piece. How much did you guys make?
You
Oh,
guys
8,
thought I
11.
was stupid.
The
You guys
bartender
thought I
says,
was
let me
stupid.
tell you a secret about ale. You can only serve it like that every other night because they need a night to recover.
Yeah, good point.
I see. Interesting.
And in 2 and 3 nights, they will be really ready to do it again. Let them earn some money and come back and spend it.
And you guys
So-
thought I was being stupid.
Somewhere towards the end of the evening, you guys are kind of finishing up and, counting your coins and whatnot. And you see the crowd is leaving, and you see your blue-eyed bodyguard fella go out the door too.
Did we get any rumors?
Yeah, let's see. Everybody give me an investigation check. And let's
Not
see
another
who
D12.
heard a rumor. D12 for
3D20. Here we go.
What was the check? Sorry.
Investigation.
investigation.
Investigation. Got it.
All right, so 3 of you are able to hear rumors. Believe it or not, Zazzy sitting around just kind of sharpening stuff heard some rumors, which kind of makes sense. Obsidian somehow juggling and sharpening stuff heard a rumor while he was up on stage. Who knows? And Grun does too. So, but let's see which rumors you guys get. Not that. Tin Town rumors. So Zazzy, you hear that here in East Haven, they caught an evil wizard who killed some adventurers, and that was who they burned at the stake yesterday.
That was my brother Jazzy.
Jazzy. And you also hear that the captain of the guard is also looking for adventurers to help with something.
Ooh.
I don't think it has anything to do with the wizard burning. And
who was looking for help? Who was that?
the captain of the guard.
Yeah.
Didn't the captain of the guard talk to us yesterday?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, she absolutely did. Yeah.
Yep.
She gave you a quest.
Yep.
I didn't say they were good rumors.
Damn it.
So in Care Duval, where you guys just came from yesterday, Obsidian, you hear that no one has seen the town speaker for a long time. Nobody. And
Didn't you already know that?
the rumor has it that the speaker, Kranich is his name. He's got to be sick or ill. But there's been some really sinister figures that's been seen leaving the castle at odd hours. Very strange. And let's see if somebody can actually get one that you guys haven't gotten already. Which would be Grun gets. So you overheard somebody as well talking about this evil wizard that got killed. So there's only 10. So, the chances of repeats are high as fast as I'm giving them out. So. Is there any like pertinent questions maybe that might give you a little bit more information if you guys wanted to quiz where you heard the rumor from,
Well, I would, through the night, as I talk to different people, bring up the fact that there's a rumor that there's a serial killer walking the streets of East Haven, and see if anything comes back to me from that.
Oh, you mean the guy with the blue eyes? Yeah, we know about him.
They're like,
What if it's not him?
do you hear just pretty much the same thing that you've already heard that there's somebody murdering who was murdered in East Haven? I forget.
But in particular, when she travels around, does he stay there at the warehouse and guard things? Is he here all the time? Because she just got back to town. So if he travels with her,
I mean, is this something you're trying to find out?
well, yeah, because Hlyn Trollbane said to check dude out, and I'm trying to figure out if he stays here all the time or if he travels with her.
And how are you trying to figure that out? I mean, how's your character trying?
Just strike up somebody comes up to me, as I make these little illusions and stuff, and I casually mention the guy over in the corner with the piercing blue eyes, and just see if anything. Is he from here? He doesn't. I've never seen him before. Things like that.
Oh, I see. You're asking around specifically about him while he's in here,
Well, yeah.
or after he leaves, you ask somebody after
It
the
would. It
crowd.
wouldn't matter if he was here or not. I'm not. I mean, I imagine it's so ruckus
Oh,
in
it's
here that.
busy. Yeah, you could go up to somebody. Hey, I mean, but if you ask like
Hey, you know that guy in the corner over there?
you ask like 3 or 4 people and they don't know who he is at first, so you have to kind of do some digging.
Right. Right.
So it may become more obvious the more people you ask.
Well, as the course of 4 hours or so goes by,
All right, give me
it's
a
nothing that I would press.
give me a investigation. Yeah, you don't find anybody that admits to knowing him.
Okay.
And some people you think might be lying. You don't know.
Well, I'd insight check him on that.
Yeah, that's why I told you. You
Yeah.
think they might be lying? You don't
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. You don't know, and it wouldn't matter. Yeah.
They seemed when they looked him over, they did look a little nervous. But the guy looks kind of creepy. I mean, they're like, he's not wearing a coat.
Well, if none of these locals recognize the guy, then I'd say he's not a permanent presence around here.
Or the
Unless they're
locals
so
don't
afraid of him.
admit knowing him. Yeah.
Right.
They're too scared to say anything.
Right.
Need to go ambush that guy in a dark alley and get rid of him.
Well, he just went out. Like midnight ish.
He's obviously interested in us. I say we get on him before he gets on us.
Is that what we discussed as a group? Get on out here.
You do as the last of the patrons are kind of piling out of here. Enter the captain of the guard and two of her soldiers, two of her deputies or the town guards come in with her, and they look like
Ooh.
they look like they might be on patrol. You know, they look like they've been out in the weather for a while. They got snow all over them. You know, they come in and
Ooh.
they shake off their stuff, and
Ooh will duck behind the counter and try to hide behind the counter.
he like drags the money box and keeps counting his coins under the
Yep.
bar. And the Dragonborn goes over and starts whispering to her. She says, the adventuring group is here that had interest in possibly helping out. So she comes over to you guys and she says, I haven't convinced anyone to give up both of those magical items. You hadn't been out on the lake looking for the missing fishermen, have you?
Not yet.
Well, if you decide to, I've done some asking around and I know the whereabouts where they usually fish. Perhaps that might narrow it down some for you.
Now, you wanted us to take a boat out on a frozen lake, so.
Well,
That's,
the boat's only good on the part that's not frozen.
so there's a part that's not frozen. Okay.
That's where the fishermen are fishing.
Well, if we tied a bunch of dogs to it and we got in the boat and had them pull us all over the ice, that would be fun too.
It would be fun until,
Dogs
it
fell through.
wasn't. Until the boat busted and then you had a bunch of broken boat parts in the middle of the lake. With
Yeah.
dogs and nothing to pull you around in. My brother worked all summer mowing these people's grass like once a week to get almost a brand new canoe. And then him and his buddy went over and got it and brought it to my house, which was like, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile down a like sugar sand dirt road, and they towed it back with his dirt bike. When they got it, the whole bottom ridge was just worn off. They didn't even know it. It was like full of sand, and they took it up to the canal and they threw it in, and it just sank all summer. The first time he put it in the water, it just sank. Wah wah wah.
Wah, wah.
I mean, it took him like an hour and a half every time to mow the grass too. It was like a big yard.
Speaking of mowing the grass, Drake, we gotta take a break.
Let's mow the grass.
Yep.
10-minute break. Uh-oh. Well, you guys can take a 9-minute break because you got to come back. You got to come back in 9 minutes.
What? 9 minutes? What kind of bullshit?
Yeah, they can wait a minute for us.
Oh, we get 10 minutes. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got to be back in 9.
All right, here we go.
Hey, Matakuri.
Yeah.
If I download an updated version of a module into the module folder of Fantasy Grounds like I'm supposed to, do I have to do anything else? Unload it and load it or anything, or will it just run like it should?
Fuck yeah.
It will run just fine.
Fuck yeah.
If you have made changes to entries, you won't see those changes, right? Because they're considered modified. So the only way you would see any new stuff or changes is you'd have to revert changes to the module.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
All right, so here's what we're doing, everybody. I'm going to change the slide. So today's episode is episode 7. So I'm going to change the YouTube slide to episode 7. And of course, the viewing audience will not see this happening because I don't have that screen showing. Just have the slides. However, when I change the Twitch advertisement slide, oh, thank God he shut the wind off. Let's see. You always add 7 to the day. So today's the 31st. Happy Halloween, everybody. Which means 31 plus 7 is 38. So October 38th will be the next show. Fucking clown music. Dun, 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 dun. And then if I save that, then you will see the slide. When it comes up on the screen, you will see it. And there it is. October 38th, right there. Boom. That's how you do it. All right, so we don't need Photoshop anymore. And then I can actually take my break now. Tomorrow is Rise of the Drow. John G. Nelson from AAW Games will be here giving away a copy of that $60 Fantasy Ground module. Plus, he'll be giving away, and I quote, more. Wednesdays is Round Robin. Friday is Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Boom. Saturdays is, of course, this game. And then that's it. I think the only other thing I didn't talk about was Tuesday is 5e pickup games. That's where you can come by, everybody, and play. And if you want to play all the time or just once, it's up to you. You can just come by. If you've never played with us before, though, you definitely want to get into the Discord, which I will leave instructions for right here, like that. If you've never played before, you definitely want to be like 30 minutes early to that. Because we got to get you set up with a character and everything else. It's all pre-gens. They're all pre-made. It's easy. You don't have to do any work. You don't even have to own Fantasy Grounds. You can play with just the demo. So come on by, everybody. All right, now I have a drink here. I don't think I need to get up and go take my break, but I can if I want. I'm not limited. I'm not mandated to just sit here. Signing up for Connect 4 on Board Game Arena. Gonna sign up for another game of Seven Wonders Duel. Signing up. Doing it as we speak. What else? What else, everybody? You tell me. Scuba is defiantly going to be 2 minutes late back from break. He's being very defiant. That's all right. It's allowed. Whatever he wants. Oh, I'm watching all the James Bond movies in a row. I've been doing that for a couple weeks. I'm up to For Your Eyes Only. I started with Dr. No, and I'm going in order. And I'm pretty sure that since I'm doing that, it's my fault Sean Connery's dead. Pretty sure that's my fault, specifically. I feel bad. You know, Sean Connery was one of our fine actors and alleged wife beater. I didn't see it. I just heard things. I never witnessed it myself. Sean Connery, 90 years old. 90. Yes, Gore Vidal. Many people thought he was the best James Bond. He wasn't my favorite. So I was introduced to James Bond. The very first one I saw when I was like 11 was Spy Who Loved Me, and I saw it in the theater when it was originally broadcast. You know, originally released in the theater. And I came home and I was asking my dad, you know, like, oh yeah, James Bond. And he goes, oh, you know there's a bunch more of those, right? And I'm like, what's this now? I freaked out. I'm like, what? Wait, what? He goes, oh yeah, there's like 10 more of those. And even with a different actor. And I'm like, what the hell you say? And then I started, you know, it just seemed like my whole childhood, they would be like every third Sunday, they would be on TV, the Sunday night movie of the week or whatever. And every time any James Bond movie's on, I would watch it. I just ate them up. And then, of course, when Roger Moore retired, I predicted that the next James Bond would be Pierce Brosnan. And he couldn't get out of Remington Steele, so they offered it to Timothy Dalton, whom they had offered the role to before Roger Moore, and he didn't take it because he was only 22 years old at the time, didn't think he could pull it off. And then in my estimation, he didn't pull it off even when he did the two that he did. I didn't like Timothy Dalton. And then in 1995, my dream came true because they did hire Pierce Brosnan. He's my favorite. I'm not saying he's the best, he's just my favorite. And then, of course, the ones they have now are so awesome. You know, they rebooted it and redid it, and it's just amazing. And Daniel Craig's awesome. And I was, of course, severely disappointed when the movie was going to come out in April. You know, they even had the things in the theater and everything, you know, the cardboard cutout or whatever. And then the pandemic hit and they moved it to November, and now they've moved it again to April. And we'll see if it even comes out. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it's a big screen deal, but whatever. Just fucking put it on TV for money or whatever. Just do it. Stop. You know, Top Gun was supposed to have come out in August, and that's pushed back, and they're not letting us have our movies. Yes. Oh, so Dual Star. This is. I'm ashamed to say this. I will be doing this presently, like maybe tonight or tomorrow or whatever. But I have not seen any of the Highlander stuff. I've never seen Highlander or Highlander 2, which, as I understand it, are the only really ones I need to see. I don't need to fuck with the TV show or any of the Part 3 or Part 7 or whatever, just 1 and 2. And I'm going to do it. And The Hunt for Red October is one of my favorite movies. I've seen Hunt for Red October, I'm going to conservatively say 50 times. And The Rock, I liked Rock, which I've seen maybe 4 times, 3 times. But yeah. All right, how much time do we have? Did I blow through the whole break? Yeah, we got 1:20. Okay. So, yep. Good times. But yeah, I'm watching For Your Eyes Only is what I'm. I mean, I've seen all the Bond movies. I mean, except for the recent ones that in the last decade or so, I've seen all of the Bond movies at least 50 times. Like, I just seen them so much. I got them all memorized, but I just enjoy watching them so much. And so For Your Eyes Only, I'm watching it right now. And they start, you know, some of the Roger Moore ones are kind of campy, and they do jokes and, you know, whatever. But I've always just enjoyed it. I just enjoy. So I'm really looking forward to No Time to Die or whatever it's called. I think it's called that. Daniel Craig's last James Bond. That's right. All right, everybody, I'm going to turn my mic back on so that the players can hear me, so if I say anything, they'll know.
We know, Rob.
You know, but I mean not from listening to the stream, but do 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 do. By the way,
I
did everybody notice that is watching that it is not snowing inside the building? Did you guys catch that? That's right. Make it all happen, everybody.
well, this is actually done. This map was done before the masking was done.
So that
I
they
just
had
did
layered.
the.
They layered it.
Yeah, I layered it.
Yeah.
But the map with the warehouse, this one I actually used the masking on. Deleted the buildings. You see, you can see it on the walls, right? You can still see where it's.
It
No,
all went
because line
black
of
for me.
sight's turned on.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
tokens aren't on there, so we can't see anything.
It's just black for us.
Oh yeah,
Racist.
probably. Let me turn that off. Eyeball off.
It's snowing in the alley. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, see, like down here where the barrels are at, I missed part of the alley with the masking.
But that's cool because it demonstrates how you can do that. You can just
Yeah,
unshade.
I just did it real quick, just playing with it.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
awesome.
weird. Zooming in and out produces a very strange effect for me. I mean,
Don't really
post
do
it here
anything to
in
me.
Do.
Yeah, the
Plays it.
infinity.
Do.
like it's not clearing when I zoom out specifically.
Yeah, it's not
It,
updating it. It does that for me too.
You posted a picture of it in the thing. Talking about everybody. All right. So did we win? What happened? I made a goal. I made a goal. That's all I know.
When D&D? What?
Yeah, it's possible.
time to reroll. Your character.
A dwarf this time.
I just like that Drake has to change the intro if he kills someone.
I know, it's like punishment. I'm like, I'm not doing that again.
Don't you kill us because
I
you
already had
have
to do it twice. It's not just the intro. I have to make a token and put it on the table. And
Oh my god, it's a lot.
it's like a whole thing. It's like a whole Rob thing.
I think
Right?
that's why you didn't kill me in the alley.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I did. I was like, damn, I don't want to do another character. All right, you gotta pass. All right, so what is it that the assholes want to do?
How do we try to go? I guess get the deposit back for the cask. We can ask his boss why her bodyguard was bugging us.
She said non-refundable.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get a
So-
refill.
Looks like you got yourself a nice new summer home.
Put some
Hell yeah.
straps on it. You're all
So
set.
I need some
Plus do the
strong
armor class.
adventurers to transport it.
Not it.
You help you disguise. We'll just cut little holes in it, and you can just the barrel scooching along the street.
Okay, so what does the captain have to say?
What? She's already kind of said what she had to say.
Oh, gotcha.
She's like, most of the town was up here tonight, I suppose.
Yeah, what's the police doing in here? There's no donuts.
It's curfew. It's curfew between 1 and 5.
Oh, well, we're just heading to our rooms.
Yeah, we're staying the night.
Excellent. Well, if you decide to get up and go out on the lake looking for those missing fishermen, our deal is in place. I'll inquire more about doubling the profits. See if the family wants to pitch in.
Okay. All right, Captain. Thank you.
And they leave, and you guys are going to go upstairs to your rooms and go to bed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
Obsidian will break in the new guy.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. There's some like anal sex rituals happening. Like, what is it? I need to know. Wait, am I the new guy? Oh no, it's okay. Oh shit, I was all in.
So Zazzy's like, it's your turn.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Just let it happen. Don't worry about it.
Just lay back and let it happen.
Don't resist. Enjoy and, take it all in. You got something in your
All
eye, do you know?
in.
Take it all in. Is there something in your eye? No.
Bite the pillow. So, you guys get one of those.
What?
Cool. Level up.
Level up.
Long rest.
Oh, I still need another 138 aura milestone.
I've got exactly enough for a level up.
Did you get a crit that
Oh.
gave you
No, you're not the same XP
Your
because
character
Oh
I
right,
died once.
right, because I fucking died.
I've got 13
I've got-
more.
I've got
than-
913
Yeah.
and next level 900, but since we were doing kind of a milestone thing, I wasn't
Yeah.
But they get to level up, don't they, Drake?
worried about it.
No.
Uh.
I mean, sorta. I mean,
Well, I mean,
Soros,
if it's
you can half-ass level up.
if it's
Half
no,
a
it's-
level.
give yourself
It's
a
a
half
party
an
level
attribute.
though.
If it's
hybrid,
truly
so
if it's truly milestone, then why even keep track of XP at all?
because you.
Because of me.
Here
What do
we
you
go.
mean? I don't understand what that means.
Well, we had a big
As-
meeting,
if-
Rob. You see.
if we don't keep track
I
of-
knew it. Fuck me.
If we don't keep track of XP, you just lose your mind. I mean,
Well, but if it doesn't count for anything, then why fucking
well,
waste
it
the
does
time?
count, but the party levels up as a whole unless everyone else dies except for those that have enough experience points to level. Then they'll level up. So
Okay, I understood
get on to
most of
the
that.
killing, and then we'll
So
see if they level up.
You're holding us back.
It's a hybrid. The
I'm
rest of the
sorry.
party's
How
holding you
much?
back.
How much does Uwu have? That's my question. I'm holding you
0.
back. Yeah, well, you
I've
got
heard,
some
I've heard
now.
that they. I heard they pack quite a bit. Them little halflings.
Uwu has to have enough to be level 2. That's true. Do I have to do that?
I
Is that a
can't
DM?
edit it. No.
That's the DM's response. How do I do it?
Milestone.
Where do I do it?
Motherfuck me.
You open up my character sheet, you click the little thing next to class, and then you can click in the XP and you type 913 in there.
I can do that on mine too,
Yeah.
Drake. And then we'll all go to level 3 right now.
Oh, I could do it right on the main sheet too. Nice.
Ooh, I got 913. It says here. I don't know if you're gonna let us.
Because
But we haven't taken a long rest since you've gotten that
Ooh,
experience.
there's a button in there that says level up. I never saw that. What the fuck? Who's it? What?
What? Where's this button at? What's this button you speak
in the
of?
class and level? It says 913, 900, and then a button that says LVL up.
That's
Yeah,
something
that's
new
new.
with the character wizard.
I so want to press. Oh fuck! I do not want to press it. A character wizard.
Yeah,
Fuck
don't.
that. Don't
Opens
press
the
it.
character wizard to level up.
Yeah. Okay.
Open that up and get a bunch of shit dumped on your inventory sheet.
All right. Are we gonna level up now?
No, sorry. I just wanted everyone to be evenly experience points because you will level up after the next encounter.
Okay. So a mouse comes out of the corner.
After
I
the
kill
next
it.
rest. So you need one more rest to level
All right.
up.
So
So the
let's
sooner
go
you
buy some
guys
more
get
beer.
that rest, the sooner you can level up. You could spend 24 hours here today, or you could go out adventuring.
Let's go
Oh.
find some frozen
So
fishermen.
next level is 2700, or 5 more rests. Who the fuck knows what it is? I can't be paying attention. So since we don't know, I would say we would want to level up, spend 24 hours and do it. Get our shit. Become more powerful.
I do have to tell you that the reason you're in East Haven is because you were looking for Torag's caravan, and you do suspect that in 24 hours they will be gone.
Yeah, we need to do some snooping around.
Have you guys shared any of this information with Uwu yet?
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah, okay. Well, in that case, Uwu will also share the information that one, Zazie, yeah, hate you for not telling me what's going on. Two, which by the way, the entire time it was happening, I was using my Ghostwise silent voice thing in your head so you could hear me going, "What the fuck?" Anyway, um, so he's also going to explain that he can like teleport around and shimmer, and has an ice scimitar. So
Oh.
he's got some magic going on that Uwu hasn't seen before.
Clerics literally
Ice
don't get
magic.
anything on level 3. They get nothing. Except advanced hit points and spells and stuff. But
Second level spells.
there's no class thing.
Second level spells.
Oh, yeah. Second level spells such as
Spiritual.
Upcasting bless.
And spiritual dildo.
Spiritual
Spirit-
dildo.
spirit-
Oh, spiritual dildo. That's one of the best ones in the game because it's not concentration. Just vibrates for a minute. That's all I need. Oh, the back scratcher, Marbanian. Go at it, baby. Do it harder.
When
So,
we were in hell, he could go.
what is it that your characters wish to do this morning? And I'm sure it's not talk about vibrators. Whatever that was.
Well, are you really sure though? So we need to find the thing within 24 hours. So let's go find it.
So we need to go to Torg's, and I guess when we go back there, should we go there and say, "Hey, we're looking to buy some alcohol or whatnot," and then gank them all, or like what? Like we have a reason to go there, but what are we gonna do when we get there? Obsidian.
Slaughter them all.
Sounds good.
Leave no prisoners.
I am here. As
Remember,
he's
you
counting
guys-
his 8 gold.
You guys don't have an alignment, and you can't be evil. So
Oh,
whatever
Yeah,
that
but-
means.
Who says killing them all is evil? Who says that?
It's not the killing them all that would be evil. It would be not caring if they're good or bad. That would be the evil
Oh.
part.
He
So
threatened me, and I am a member of your party.
therefore they're bad.
Therefore, he is evil.
That's right.
You do have your suspicions about him. You're not sure about the dwarf and her
Well,
helper.
maybe we
Release-
He didn't even give me a reach around. I mean, at least Obsidian cares.
We could release a pandemic and then just do nothing and let nature take its course.
That's how you lower the Social Security I'll take.
What
I-
a cynical
I heard that
fucking
somewhere.
view.
I heard that somewhere. I don't remember where I heard about it.
Cut that right off. There's no more taking Social Security.
Um,
It's how you fix things.
is that every problem you just cut it off? I've got a
Or kill
hangnail.
it.
Cut it off.
It's the murder hobo.
All right, so let's go travel there anyway, right? We can just at least do that.
Yeah, we're going to go to Torg's.
Talk about
Let's
our.
go figure out old
It's-
Blue Eyes and
It's down the
See if we
hill,
can't
through the
catch him in
woods
the act.
to
Grandmother's
grandmother's house we go. You guys need
Dun, 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 dun.
not that.
I know but so in a couple more hours and probably already for you, the Halloween will officially be over, and then now it's fucking Christmas music time. That's how they
And
do it.
Sirius XM will be playing Christmas music. Yes.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right, so you guys make your way back down here.
Oh. Okay. Yep.
And you go into you can see that the doors are open now to the warehouse, completely open, and like the two sleds are kind of out here, and they're loading up everything. The dogs are out of their kennels and they're kind of getting them hooked up to to the sleds and stuff as you
Thought
walk
she was
up.
going to be selling everything today. So why would she be leaving?
Because we're on to her.
She's running.
Yeah. Kind of like, don't you go anywhere. No, I'm just gonna wait right here. Now she's packing her shit.
Let's see. Let's put these guys.
As we're walking up, Uwu will take out his bow and hold an arrow just in case. Just
Thanks
kind
for
of
that sleigh
nonchalantly.
ride earworm, Rob.
Yeah, that's where it comes from. Is I heard it somewhere, and now it won't go away.
Oh, those both cheeks.
They're hostile this time.
Yeah, they're hostile. Ah, kill them all.
Kill them all.
Actually, she's happy to see you guys.
Is that a banana in you? Oh, you really are happy to see me. Wow.
This is the next morning, right? We're not out
Yeah.
past curfew. Okay.
No, this is like by the time you guys get down here and stuff, it's like 9 in the morning or something. So these guys are milling about, loading stuff up, and you can hear she's in here scuffling about doing stuff, and Sefik, or the bodyguard, he's back there with her. So as you guys come up,
All right.
so one of them's like, "Hi, it's the venturing group again."
Ahoy and good
So-
morning.
So, just point of order. There's an image of her, but yet they didn't make the token of Torga.
I made the image and the token, and then since I
okay.
took her out of the combat tracker, I forgot to put it on her main.
That's fine. That's fine.
You just drop her in the combat tracker; it should replace it.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, if you drop a token on the
Okay,
token
I
on
can
the combat
imagine it,
tracker, it
Drake.
should replace.
Oh yeah.
That's what I tried last night, and then it didn't get propagated to the players properly because of that image bug.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I just hadn't done it yet.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's they're doing stuff.
How come I can see her stat block?
Because they're friendly.
Because she's friendly.
Oh right, gotcha. Bodyguard.
Well, that's true. You guys shouldn't be able to see all that, huh?
Neutral.
I wish you could have friendly guys hidden.
You can.
Working on it.
Yep.
I mean, you
Oh.
can
You
mark
can.
them as hidden, right? You can just mark them with the eye.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
on
mean,
the map.
I isn't there, is it?
One thing Drake and I have been talking about is an extension that allows the DM to hide the faction of NPCs from the player. So the players still see it, but they appear neutral, and then the DM can choose when to reveal the faction.
Yeah, because
Oh, so they
if
have.
they're red, they're dead in the combat.
Yeah, so they would
Right.
have no color, and then you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
They would have
just
no
like if-
color, and then the DM can choose when to. Okay, he
Wait.
attacks you. Now he's red.
Yeah, now you can turn them
Excellent.
red.
I've got the cover all ready to go. It's already ready. It's ready. It's ready.
All right, so you guys come walking up. You can see that they're it looks like they're packing up. They're loading up.
Why don't we discuss a sale there, Torga? Oh, she's still inside.
Hey, you guys
Yeah,
got
you
any
know-
more casts because of that ale?
I mean, you don't technically see them back there, but you suspect that that's where they're at.
Yeah. So first thing we'd want to ask them is how many more casks of ale do they have? We'd like
Oh.
to possibly buy all of it.
Those got sold out last night.
What?
Well, shit, trout schnauzer.
I was hoping I could make another gold.
Torga sold them to somebody going to
Fuck
Care
me.
Duval.
Motherfuck me.
Yeah, they were. You could have gotten more for that, by the way.
Yeah, we heading into Bryn Shander. Is there anything you wanted to buy before we left? I'm sure Torga would sell it. Make the load lighter.
What's your inventory?
Yeah.
Same crap we had yesterday, but less of it. Uh,
So you do have ale.
They have flint and tinder, flask of whale oil, blankets, furs, rations, and no alcohol. We have more of this healing potions. They both kind of chuckle a little.
Is that crap we tried that was shit?
Snake oil.
Yeah.
We haven't
This
tried it yet.
here,
I can hear him saying earlier, you can put 1 snake oil on your inventory. They're like, ah, shit.
Fuck you.
Do you have any poison?
we do have poison left.
Oh. That might be something.
How much?
Let me go get Torga for you. She does the negotiations.
Porca.
Fuck
So
you.
Torga comes out and she sets on the edge of the sled. She sets a crate and opens it up, and you see her bodyguard kind of steps into the. Remember, the barn doors are open. You know, they're like open outwards, and he kind of just steps into the doorway. It looks all too cozy and warm, and you actually see him perspiring. He's literally sweating.
Is his
Standing
hair a
there.
little messed up?
Yeah, he looks like he's hot. And he definitely kind of comes out and, gets into the coldness. He's like fanning his shirt open, and you can see him, he's starting to cool down a little. She's like, "You looking for poison? What you trying to kill? Man or beast?"
Golfers.
Gophers.
But if we kill all the golfers,
We can't kill all the golfers. I have no business. No,
What the hell
not
are you guys talking
golfers.
about?
Golfers. That's Caddyshack.
Oh,
oh,
Caddyshack.
oh yeah, okay. So we kill the golfers. Okay.
Alright.
She says, "You asked about poisons, yes?
Yes.
What kind do you
Yes.
want?"
Kind you got?
"I have kind to kill people and kind to kill vermin. Some vermin are people."
It's hard to say. Sometimes they can be one and the same.
Yes, then we
Quaid
mix
looks
them
at the guy
together.
with blue eyes.
Now, you do know in some respectable towns, especially those that have law-abiding citizens, certain poisons are illegal.
So's
So
going
our
over the
business-
speed limit. We'll take him.
So our business was conducted outside of town. Yes.
Clearly.
Are we in agreement? As she opens the crate and says, "What type of poison are you looking for?"
All the kinds.
"I have them. Do you wish to purchase them? How much gold do you want to spend, and what do you want it to do?"
What's
Do you
the...
have any poison that prevents people from shimmering?
Did you say this?
Yes.
You see these two blue eyes just suddenly glare at you from across the way.
Oh, hi. I found them. Thanks, by the way.
By searching acid.
As you say, shimmer. And she
Shimmer.
says, And she kind of catches the little smirk, the shuffle behind her, and she looks at him, and then she looks at you, and she says, "I do have some that might stop him altogether." And she pulls out this vial, and it's got like silver strengthening rods running down this vial, and it's got this intricate like sealed cork on the top of it that's got like springs holding the lid. And she says, "This is one of the most dangerous poisons in Icewind Dale. It could kill a man in moments."
Yes. What is it called?
Called Wyvern's poison.
How much is it?
Oh,
Mm. It's fairly expensive. Uh,
Give you gold.
I can give you a gold. I'll give you everything I made yesterday. Fucking Obsidian has a lot of money.
no less than 1,200 gold for this vial.
Well, we can't even.
shit.
Fuck yeah. Fuck you.
I am sure
No.
it will satisfy your needs if you wish to kill someone.
What if we don't really want to kill them, just stop them from shimmering like they're a gay hobo?
Jesus
Ah.
Christ.
And
I'm almost sure.
Prancing
You,
around.
you all see the bodyguard shimmer, and he appears behind Iwu again.
Obsidian?
He's leaning over, and he says, "I can kill for much cheaper than 1,200. Who is it you want dead? Perhaps we can make an arrangement."
Well,
You'd like to retain his services, maybe.
this Obsidian
We
would
should
like to
pay
speak with
Torga?
you in the closet.
Careful.
What did you say?
Obsidian would like to speak to you in the closet.
He looks over. Which one of you is the one coming out of the closet with me? Who is Obsidian?
We all point.
Standing there by himself. We're all like right there.
He looks at Obsidian. He's not really paying no attention to
That's
what's
the
going
dude
on. He's
right
like,
there.
he's
That
like
green,
thumbing through a book or something. He's like
bald-headed motherfucker right there.
juggling a sphere, like doing some kind of dance. He says, "Is it somebody's murder you guys have come looking for? Our bounty hunting services? I do enjoy a good killing."
Dennis Quaid just about had enough of his cocky attitude. And he shimmers a little bit, and then all of a sudden appears behind him, and he just sits up behind his head, and he says, "What is your price? What are you looking for?"
Like, there's more of us coming out of the closet, little one.
What is it you're looking for?
Says, "Can you handle all of us?"
Can you handle all of it?
Ooh, says, I'm out.
That is a question for Obsidian.
And you see me, like, when he opens his hand, a dagger forms out of ice in his hand, and he kind of twirls it around.
Oh,
Cool.
Well, watch this, and I create a bonfire right here next to him. Ooh, nice and warm.
He takes a step back rather quickly.
Oh,
Somebody
He doesn't
doesn't
like
like
fire.
fire.
oh, fire, Scarecrow.
Do you have a fire potion for
No.
sale by chance?
He
It's a
says,
fire sale.
he says, conduct your business and move along. I tire of games.
Well, you're the one that wrote the rules, buddy. Let's get out of here,
Mm.
people. We can tell where we're not wanted. Bunch of freaks. I mean us, you know. Nobody likes freaks. We need to move along.
Gorgon's like, so no poison for you folks today? No one needs killing. Anyone needs to die?
Well, you
No?
still
And she
haven't.
puts the lid back on. It's unfortunate East Haven doesn't purchase as much poison as they do alcohol. At least the poison's quicker.
How much for a killing?
You want to kill? Man or beast?
It's a person that you may wish to consult at some point. She's hiring bounty or adventurers to come and dispatch you, your bodyguard.
Dispatch. Not friendly.
We've heard a rumor.
And he says, is that why you're here? To kill us? If that's why you're here, let's be on with it. Let's see who ends up dead.
Have we shown hostility towards you?
That's what's strange. Most people come in with a plan, not a negotiation. I'm curious. I like to hunt my prey. This will be different.
If you're curious, again, obsidian closet. Just saying.
Oh, at that I assure you, there is no curiosity. I have been blessed by the Frostmaiden with a big snowman.
Just waiting for Sven to be like, hold on while I whip this out. Sorry. Anyway.
Perhaps you will have to catch up with us when we leave town. If indeed you are those adventurers that she has hired to hunt us down.
Cool. Where are you headed to again?
What? I'm sorry?
Cool. Where are you headed to again?
I don't
They
know
already
why
told
that's
you they're
funny.
The dude said they were going to Bryn.
I know.
Chandler,
I'm just.
Can I catch a ride
He's
with
a
you? Like,
halfling.
this is so
He's
funny.
halfling. Like, cool.
Where you
Can we
going
come
again?
what?
So wait, where you head?
Is there a reason we're not attacking them? Or is-
Drake's
I'm
too
following
afraid that
suit,
he might
so-
kill one of us. That's what-
okay.
I'm pretty nervous. I'm pretty
Um,
nervous. I mean, if we're gonna make new images, it's easier to do it all at the same time. I'm just saying.
So TPK is what you're saying.
Just saying. If we're
Okay.
making all new characters and images, before you guys level these, let's see if you survive first, and then.
The
That's why I
reason,
didn't want
the
you to
reason we're
level.
not killing them is none of them are red. That's the reason.
Oh.
We can't.
They don't
Motherfuck
understand.
me.
They don't understand. Wait,
Yes, they-
the guy has admitted that he likes to kill things. I mean,
I was trying.
Could be
I was
rats.
trying to hint
Could
toward
be-
him joining our party, and like we'll hire him to go with us and be our bodyguard slash assassin. Join up with me, joyous and free.
says Torga pays me well, and she gives me the freedom to do my other endeavors that I wish to do. She doesn't ask too many questions with my whereabouts when I'm
Like what?
So she's not
protecting
part of it.
her.
It's all him.
I got the hiccups now.
She's standing right
He's a
there,
halfling.
like
He's just curious. He's
she's like strapping the lids back on this poison box, you know.
She doesn't ask
should've
any
never-
questions. Like what?
We should have never told the halfling anything.
Oh my
He's
god.
just over there, just dap, 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 dap. You know, we're looking for serial killer.
The other guys are kind of, you can kind of see that they've slowly kind of shifted their weapons around. They haven't drawn them completely out yet, but you can see that they're at least, you know, twisted where they could get to them a little bit easier. Things are getting a little, you know, tense, I should say. And the
Warm
DM
up.
puts everyone in squares. I don't know. Is
I'm
it a
just waiting.
fight? Is it a fight you wish? If not, the road leads out of town that way.
Well, Grun nearly got everybody killed from starting a fight last time, so he doesn't want to start it this time.
Yeah, Quaid draws the shadows around himself. It's kind of like, I say we come back later.
My token border looks thicker.
Well,
than
we'll be in
everybody
Brent.
else.
We'll be in Brent Shanders in a couple of days. For a couple of days, if you're interested in any of our goods. And she moves the crate back inside and starts fumbling
Right.
around with
If
stuff.
she's abandoning this place, can we make that our headquarters?
Some poor
Ooh.
guy's warehouse.
Uwu will, in his or using his ghostwise things, speak to each of the individuals and say, do you think we should set up a ambush for Sefik? A nod will suffice.
I agree.
All right. So Uwu will say, "All right, boys, let's get on out here."
Get on out. Yeah.
Get on out, chia.
Right back to South
Because of
Kakalaki.
the snow and everything, there's pretty much only one road in either direction, correct?
We know which way where they're going, so we can easily set up an ambush to basically isolate and kill just the bodyguard without having these other henchmen in our way. Plus, we'll have the element of surprise.
How are we going to separate him?
How are we
These
going to do
travels
all that
all
when we're
together.
standing here talking about it in front of them?
No, I'm assuming you guys have left.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't think you're being followed.
Well, I don't know about you, but I think they're going to move quicker than we can, unless we have. I mean, they are packing goods on their sleds, but we'd have to find sleds and dog teams to get us out ahead of them.
Yes, but they still have to leave the town.
We only
Oh,
need to
you
get a mile out of town.
Right, exactly. Yes. And just set up, I just
Minor
don't think we can
illusion, some
separate him from anybody
snow
else.
drifts. Minor illusion, some snow drifts,
Hmm.
and then start blasting.
There are
I
those
have
that-
1,000 ball bearings that we can try to set up so that way, as he's going through the snow and he sees the snowdrift, if he turns onto those ball bearings, it'll rip up his skis. Because instead of snow, he'll suddenly hit the steel ball bearings. Small ball bearing, flat surface, pointy pressure.
I'm just saying, it depends on if the skis are going over snow, because if so, it'll just push the ball bearings down into the snow. If it's going on like packed earth, then I could see that damaging skis or sled runners, but I don't see it doing that on snow. anything that could be compressed down.
The idea is on the trail.
Yeah, but it's always snowing, so the trail's going to have snow.
But also what he's, or the sled that he's on has a whole bunch of stuff on it, so it's going to be pressed down. I don't know, what do you guys got? Put a bunch of crampons to a stick and throw it out in the middle of the road? Like, what's up?
A what's it called? Spike stick? Spike.
Yeah, spiky stick.
Spike strip. No, I agree. We hide, and then when they get close, we Mr. Shooty Shooty there starts blasting them, and they can come to us, or at least he can come to us.
So as
Anybody do fire
you guys are thinking of the best way to stop the sled, you saw the sleds in the dogs and stuff. 6 dogs pull each sled. You hear a voice that you recognize say, "There's no need to stop the sled. I'll come to you." And we have initiative.
What?
What?
Yeah, greasy motherfucker come sneaking up on us.
I
See,
told you
that's
guys, gay shimmering.
It's the Drake special. As soon as you take too long talking about your plans for an
Tries to
encounter,
kill you.
you roll initiative.
Yeah.
Well,
Too
we've
late.
been talking for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
As you see around the corner here, at least
Can you share the map?
Zazzy and stuff
On the map
does.
that we can't see.
Yeah, shut up.
You shut up.
Children, now.
Shut your
I
purty
see
mouth.
I see a red question mark, which is begging me, go get it. Go wherever that is.
Snowing.
There it is.
There we go. Now I can see. First of all, I'm not in a square.
It's big.
God damn it.
Ass map.
Beautiful.
And Ewu, it's your turn first.
Okay, ooh. We'll go ahead and move down here. And go ahead and let loose an arrow from his short bow. And
Side.
All right, Grun is going to move to here, I think, and maybe one closer. Yeah, and I am going to Burning Hands him since he does not like ice or fire. Which
And he
he
doesn't
fails.
get out of the way. He slips a little on the ice as he tries to get out of the way. And it singes him pretty like on the side of his arms.
Some crappy rolls there, but then I'm going to back away with the last of my move.
And he says, "Excellent. I think the talking is over." You see daggers come out of both of his hands as he's talking. Obsidian.
I've seen him in a comic book.
I'm going to step forward and lash out with one of the juggling balls.
John, will you delete that cone?
Sorry.
That hits him.
And I moved. That is it. Lashes out as his steam everywhere from the blazing hands.
Mr. Quaid.
I think Quaid will move there. He wants to be. Yeah, he'll move to there.
Click there. Wow. Chom.
Yeah, and looking up there at that dude, I'm not gonna bother drawing it all out there because he's the only one up there. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire. Shit! Which he succeeds. So it does nothing.
Oh, it does. It wastes a spell slot.
It wastes a spell slot, yes. Fucking spell slot.
Motherfuck me.
I think that was. Yeah.
So Sephic's going to come running up like this. And as he's coming, he's throwing his 2 daggers at Grun
What a little bitch.
as he's moving up. So hold on, let me I'm just gonna move him a little closer, and not that one, this one. His first dagger is a miss as you dodge out of the way. You see the dagger like out of the corner of your eye, hits the ground, and it just kind of breaks into like ice pieces. And his second one, he flings underhanded at you, and you dodge the other way out of it. And just before he gets to you, you see him like kind of shimmer, and like crystalline ice kind of crackles, and he vanishes, and then you hear that same noise as he steps down here. He says, "Let the game begin." Zazzy.
Alright, Zazzy is going to. Has he been damaged yet? Yeah.
Yes.
Zazzy's going to Toll the Dead. And then he's gonna give it to him.
I was waiting for you to roll a 1.
And then he's gonna janky movement. That's it.
Let's see. Short bow.
Ooh, did I teleport? Look at that, how fast that was.
Oh, your new personal vest.
Yay! And then I will Texas 2-step.
Texas
There?
two-step.
Yep.
Is it my turn again? What the hell?
Zazzies.
Okay. Zazzy, same thing as before. Put it in the machine. Give him the damage. 12. Okay, 8.
Getting there.
Toll the bell.
Oh, I don't know why I rolled twice, but the first one,
Cheer bits.
Hit.
Cheer bits in the stream. Thanks for the cheer,
Cheer
I
bits.
guess you just click on that once.
Scuba, thank you. Cheer bits, Bit Boss. Scuba. Cheer bits.
Oh, that's fire damage too. No,
That's
force
force.
damage. Force damage.
Force.
That's my dyslexia.
Although
My
fire
dyslexia.
would not be a bad idea.
All right. Obsidian has been
I don't have it
hasted
though.
by Marbanya, cheater in the chat.
Create.
Obsidian
bonfire.
has also been given a critical hit by Diablo Bob, cheater in the chat.
Okay.
Go, go, go.
So I'm going to sidle on up and smash him in the face. So the first one is a crit.
Yes.
Roll the d6.
Yes.
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 Quadruple dice damage.
Ooh.
Ah!
Damn.
Let the games be over.
Shiver, bitch.
All right, and then
Four.
my
So
My-
wait a minute. How much?
Yeah.
What is your crit? Or what's your regular damage?
1d4 plus.
Oh, okay.
4.
So yeah, there you go. That is right.
Okay. That works. Cool. Good job.
And then my bonus action.
And you have advantage by Diablo Bob, cheater in the chat.
That's a hit.
And then for my second round, hit him in the face with my left hand.
Not good.
And then I'm going to use a key point for a flurry of blows.
Fuck
He's
yeah.
getting beat up by the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I mean,
Boom. And boom again. The bodyguard has been given a potion of greater healing by Gore Vidal in the chat.
Gore
Mother
Vidal.
fuck me.
nice. Nice.
Mother fuck me.
Let me apply that.
Okay.
Greater.
He couldn't take all our cheating. He was like, that's enough of that shit.
So I race up and slam him. My other hand comes through, misses, but my feet and knees slam into him multiple times as I sort of step back on the balls of my feet, wait.
We call that his Ronda Rousey.
Grun comes up, got like a protractor out, and he's figuring out an angle of. He's
got a
leaning
slide
like
rule.
this. He's got his fingers all hooked together.
Abacus.
Trying
He's
not
like-
to roast.
He's like, lean back, Obsidian. And the guy
Oh,
like
snap.
slips.
Oh,
and,
look at the ones.
Another damn low roll again. And then I'm going to move back again.
And this is where he vanishes.
Doing some fire damage at least.
And the
Yeah,
bodyguard has been given. A fumble has been awarded to, and I quote, bodyguard punk ass bitch by Diablo Bob, cheater in the chat.
Well, he is going to attack Obsidian. So let me roll a d6 with no effect. So his first attack, he fumbles. But his second attack, he takes a swipe at Obsidian.
The Pab.
And hits, doing choking up on this longsword. He does
Oh,
5 points of damage, and the ice freezes your skin, doing another 4 points of damage.
The fuck?
As he smiles and
Obsidian has been given a potion of healing by Diablo Bob Cheater in the chat.
I've been
and
saving.
he vanishes.
Does he teleport or run?
Yeah, he misty steps
Ah, fuck.
He can apparently Misty Step at fucking will.
That
as a
sucks.
bonus action. Yes, you are correct.
All right.
Damn.
Alt button.
Alt button.
Should I see him appear and then run?
You see him disappear and run around the corner of the building over here. And you
Point
don't-
down. He
Yeah,
coward is running over there.
you don't.
After all his talk, I'm yelling loud enough so he can hear me.
Yeah.
You
I
don't.
say, what a bitch.
You don't currently see him, and it's your turn, Obsidian.
Obsidian has been. Oh, there's nothing in there. Okay.
I'm typing. Give me a sec.
I'm waiting till I get around the corner to see what I see.
So you see him getting ready to. It looks like he's getting ready to run around this tree this way.
Okay, so I'm going to use my last key to do Step of the Wind. That's my normal movement, so then my
What's the sound as he poofs over there?
So that is my Step of the Wind, and then I'm going to smack him in the face and make sure. I believe that is a. I'll worry about it later. All right, so
He dodges aside as he tried to hit him with a juggling ball.
it is a bonus action. All right, so that is it for me.
So he's like, interesting. And he takes a swipe at you with his longsword,
Suck it.
hitting you, slashing you with the sharp edge of this ice for 11 points of damage, and you feel the coldness sink into your skin as you go down.
Damn!
And he takes his second attack, and he slices you across the throat. And he runs off as your eyes close.
So did he do more than 17 damage?
You're not aware. You are unconscious. Why?
That would be instant death.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah,
it would have said.
Because it would be a critical if he's
Yeah.
unconscious.
But Fantasy Grounds would have said he was instantly dead.
Well, you didn't
No,
roll the
he,
damage for that crit.
So was it just flavor, or was he actually hitting me?
Actually, subtract 1 death saving throw.
Okay, yeah, that was what I was asking.
Drake's too afraid to roll the damage.
Drake's like, I'm not remaking the damn thing again.
Fuck that.
Critical failure.
Oh my god.
All right.
Fucking
That wasn't
fuck.
me. I didn't even roll the damage.
Now, and
it wasn't me.
Death.
and none of
I
the
just
party,
died.
none of the party knows that, so they can't, because he's got to get medicine checked or saved or something.
Okay, so
Too bad
Uwu's
all the
gonna-
fucking potions in chat are on cooldown now.
Well, I can see Dennis. He should be able to
It's-
see me.
Oh,
It's Uwu's turn.
May and Zazzy, I think. I can see Zazzy. I
oh,
think.
Obsidian has been given a potion of superior healing by guess who? Gorvidal in the chat.
Nice.
Troublemaker. He's like, oh shit, I almost killed somebody.
No, death. He fumbled his death saving throw. He died.
No, he didn't. He's only got 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I still have one left.
Oh. So Uwu will use his cunning action to move double his 25 feet and go, hey, he's laying on the ground. And will then shoot his short bow.
He like skips over the fence post and it like sticks into the fence next to him. Twang.
So wait, did
if
Obsidian
it-
get his potion or what's up?
I
There
think
it
he's
is.
working on it.
Okay.
Disappear.
Boom. Look at that shit.
Bam.
Well, I've got him right there in my sights.
Now you also got to
And-
consider your vision. It is dark out. Can you see him? Remember, we don't have dynamic lighting.
Let's see, I've got 120 dark vision, so yes. Yes, I can. And I'm going to hit him with Chromatic Orb and
That's it.
use fire damage.
Oh, and that's some nice damage right there. You see him like
Very nice.
stagger. He like drops down and kind of hunches down a little bit, and coughs up some blood.
And I will start moving toward Obsidian. Getting behind that snow, whatever that thing is there.
It's a tree.
Tree. Okay.
Grun.
All right, Grun's gonna move over to there to try and get visibility. And from here, I am going to Eldritch Blast the bodyguard.
That's it.
Yeah.
Ah, 13. Dang.
Max damage. And that's all
Nice.
I can do this turn.
All right.
Now
Zazzy,
Tolly's dead.
Zazzy sees everybody going this way, so he's gonna go that way. Let me see, Janky. Not Janky, just to there. Ooh, I see him. I see him. Now he is 15 feet outside my dark vision. So does that mean I can't see him?
No, that correct. That means you would be a disadvantage
Okay.
to hit him.
Based on my other, I can do it at disadvantage. Well, but what if it's a save?
Then it doesn't matter as long as he's within range. You know he's there. You just
Okay.
can't.
So here we
Unless
go.
it says the target. You have to see the
Part of
target.
the creature that you can see. Yes.
Yeah, no, you cannot see him.
Okay.
You know he's
Chill-
there. You know what I mean? You can hear
Chill
his
touch says a skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range.
Mm.
Does not say I need to see him, so I'll use that.
You hear him over there. Aha! I hear you. Let me get my little.
Boom. Fail that,
Probably
bitch.
heals him.
That would probably
Okay.
heal him, wouldn't it?
And I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh, max damage.
Nice!
Ah!
I killed you, bitch.
Oh, it's necrotic. I was thinking it was cold damage. No, it's necrotic.
Yeah, chill touch is the worst.
Game over.
We win
Me too, me
D&D.
Well, actually, you could technically lose a player right here.
Well, let's not have that happen. Why are we talking about that?
Thought he got.
Everybody's hurt.
Everybody's
Who's
conscious.
gonna
He's healthy.
Who's gonna heal him in time?
No, everybody's healthy.
Gorvidal. Gorvidal
The
healed him.
the chat healed him in time.
I know.
Rick's like, I hate you, chat people.
No, he doesn't want to
Always-
make any more slides.
No,
Trust
No,
me.
I
he's
was just
thankful
showing you how
that he
close
doesn't
it
have to.
was that the party couldn't save him. It would have.
Yeah.
The chat had to save him.
Well, but to be fair, Gorvidal fucked up he gave the monster a critical or something.
Yeah, Gorby doll.
And then he was like, oh shit, I
He
better...
gave him. He
Like
gave
a
him.
healing potion. Greater healing potion.
Oh, right.
Granted,
I'm
we
gonna
would have
suggest-
killed him earlier, so.
And we're gonna stay on initiative for a little bit because.
I don't like
So
it.
I'm going to suggest to Dennis to light a bonfire on his
immediately
ass.
doing.
So I'm gonna stand up, use half my movement.
Brush yourself off. Put your guts back in.
And I'm going to come over and just sort of my intent was to come over and wait for someone else to search him. So I'm just going to be sort of watching, looking around, watching him,
Well, yeah,
make
we
sure
are
he's
still on
not
initiative.
moving anymore.
Dodge or ready or something because you didn't use your action.
All right, so I'll dodge.
Ewu.
Uwu will go ahead and use his cunning action to do a dash. That way he can make it all the way up here. And explain to Obsidian, hey, I'm from East Haven. We know how to take care of these mage types. And I'll just use my tinderbox and just start setting the body on fire.
So you pull out your tinderbox, you open it up, and you start like sparking your little
Trying to set him on fire like
on his clothes, like.
Yeah.
And you can see that. You can see like his wounds are like sealing up, like. and you
Oil
see, like,
flask.
little flurries of snow coming out of his wounds and stuff. And when the sparks get close to his clothes, his skin, you can see the little furry snowflakes like eat the spark. Like you're like psh, 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 like he's like the sparks aren't really gonna do it. You're thinking, I need snake oil. I don't know.
We need
Hey,
some
wait!
snake oil.
We got some snake oil.
Oh,
Something the spark. It's gonna take a little bit longer to get his clothes to catch on fire with flint and steel. You know what I mean?
all right. Well, that's my action because pulling it out and trying to use it's an action.
Yeah.
So.
Roll me a d6.
That's what she said.
Sassy.
Okay, so Zazify is going to dash to there.
We gotta burn him.
And as a bonus action, I will pass my turn.
Dennis
Solid.
Wade.
Dennis moves to here.
Dennis Quaid. It's still funny.
Let's. He's just trying to get up here where he can see, dude. And he heard Grun say, "Cast fire on him." So I'm gonna cast the create bonfire cantrip right on
Yes.
top of him.
Yes.
Let me see that real quick.
Sure. I will post that.
Sharing is caring.
I got it.
And it does not burn anything flammable that he is carrying or wearing.
It's his face.
All right, well, as soon as you do that, you can see that he no longer is healing his wounds. And you can see that he starts to melt and his skin shrivels up. And
Yay.
he does
He's
catch
melting.
fire as he is no longer regenerating.
Level up.
And you guys now are out of combat.
Yay.
Nice. Yay!
Look, nobody's hurt. game.
Level up.
Level up.
We got just enough time to go back and tell what's her name that her bodyguard won't be making the trip.
And then take a
Sorry,
long rest.
You
Why?
need a new
She's-
bodyguard.
She already said he already said that she didn't care. So if it's like she did it herself. So why do we care if she knows?
Solely to rub it in her face is the reason we care.
And then we
And
can
you
go
guys-
take a long rest.
Excuse me, I have something I want to rub in your face. I beg your pardon, sir. Oh, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying we killed your guy. Hey, what's all
I don't
this?
think
That's good.
I don't think Wizards of the Coast, when they developed this encounter, anticipated chat.
No,
No.
It's supposed to be a little bit tougher.
but that's what we have. That's what our games are.
That's why I didn't want you to level, because I knew it would just be cakewalk at level 3. You guys would have been at least at level 2. It was a little deadly. I mean, he could have.
Well, I really expected this to be one of those recurring players that hunts us throughout the whole campaign.
Not anymore,
You know,
bitches.
when you said let the games begin or what, let the game begin, I thought, okay, this is he's got DM armor and we won't be able to kill him here, but
apparently
DM armor.
I didn't come prepared.
or plot armor.
Yeah, no.
Chat is more powerful.
Chat,
jumps out of the
almighty
house.
chat. So you got this dead guy now here laying in the snow. He's starting to.
Okay, I'll let the fire dissipate. Psst, I'll
Yeah.
call it off.
He's
So
like cooking.
before it
It's
starts to burn. Yeah, before it starts to burn, his clothing and things that he was wearing. And now Obsidian can search him. I'm not touching the dead.
He really may only have a few coins on him. I'm gonna say he's got like 10 gold on him.
I
Christ,
thought
Should
you
we take
paid
the-
him very
I
well.
I doubled yesterday's take.
She does, but he doesn't. When he's out murdering, apparently he doesn't take a lot of cash with him.
Where's that murder hobo?
Should we take the body back to her and say,
No.
non-refundable deposit?
Non-refundable.
It seems to me he was an assassin and he
Yeah,
would take
that's the goal.
jobs while he was traveling with her.
Give us the gold.
Do we need to take proof and dump him in the lake?
Well, obviously there's a bounty
Not
hunter
much
that's willing
proof
to
left.
pay.
And the lake's
It's
pretty
bounty
frozen.
hunter.
That requires quite a bit of sawing.
That's true.
There's a bounty hunter that's apparently going to pay you guys for killing him.
She never
Yeah,
said
that's
he
the
was she
goal.
was going to pay.
Uh.
If you read the quest, she just wants justice.
She offered you money.
Yeah, she said that she'd pay well for.
That's not in the quest.
Give us the gold. Give us
It doesn't
the gold.
say amount. Oh, we just got to get back
I
and
will pay you 100 gold pieces to apprehend Cephik Caltro,
There you go.
ascertain his guilt, and deal with him, preferably without involving the authorities. When the job is done, return to me to collect your money.
Boom.
Yeah, I was reading Cold Hearted Killer. I don't know which one you're
Give
reading.
us the gold.
No, that was actually what the person said. I put it all in a note.
so the question
Alright, yeah.
is this thing, do we have a way of proving it? Or is this person going to take our word? Yeah, we killed him. No, you can't look at the body because we left him.
Cut off his head and take.
Well, the head's all kind of melted.
Well, then use like a sock puppet.
No, there's still a pretty good amount of.
Just
his
make
head
a sock puppet and stuff it with like straw and go, hey,
We don't need-
we killed him. Here he is right here.
There you go.
The proof is we'll go and we'll say we killed
You
him.
killed him.
And what's the proof? We'll say the proof is you'll never see him again.
You'll never find him.
Yeah.
He's dead. He was guilty. He said that he killed people. So we ascertained his guilt. And we dealt with him. That's all she wanted. She didn't want proof.
He is a bodyguard. He may have the the opportunity to kill people.
Does
No,
he
told
have
us that he
ID
did it
on
for-
him?
You got any ID?
Something with a little sigil, like a little pin or something, saying, he's from a certain faction, or something like that.
Nope.
Cut his taint off.
Actually, I think you would
Good.
find something on him. He would have a symbol of the Frostmaiden on his person. A holy symbol of
Like a tattoo we cut
a
off.
rule. It would probably. I mean, how well are you searching him? I mean, do you look at his taint? Is that how
Thoroughly.
you search him?
Somebody said he cut his taint off. I was kind of wondering how that would work, but
Ooh, it's climbing on in.
Hey,
Checking
you
it all
gotta
out.
you gotta tan leather, man.
So the halfling pops his head out from underneath of his pantaloons and says, "He's got a tattoo on his taint. I flayed it off." And he's flopping around a holy symbol, a rule, the Frost Maiden. You're not sure where the piece of skin came from.
Don't
well,
want
it's
to
got
know.
like a perfect seam right down through the.
I told him not to mess with me.
Some hairs hanging out of it. However you want to imagine this holy symbol is up to you, I suppose.
Do we
Well,
want to travel to the next town? Take out these kobolds?
Tourmaline, that's way across Icewind Dale.
So let's do the time. It's actually the next morning. I didn't set the time. So we'll advance it to the next day. And now it's probably, I'd say it's about 9 in the morning.
So we had a long rest.
Well, you already had the long rest before you came
So let's
over.
go back to the tavern, have a long rest.
Speaking of set the time, don't forget to set your clocks back tonight if you live in the United States. Everybody.
Oh wait, we have another hour to play.
No, it happens at 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Damn.
At 2 a.m. it becomes 1 a.m. But at 9 o'clock it's still 9 o'clock. And by the way, it's 9 o'clock.
So you guys make your way back to the wet trout, since it's only over the other side of the block here, up the hill. And do you guys drag this guy's head, or
Not
the
just
whole
fillet
body,
off the piece
the
and
taint? That's it.
yep,
Just
fillet
the
off the
holy
taint.
symbol.
Yep,
That's
got
gonna
a
have
little, like,
Murphy's
make a little tanning stand.
He's got a little blood on his face. Not sure.
Today's special, we have turnip sprouts and
He's a halfling.
taint.
He comes from a deadly lineage. He has seen these type of things before. It doesn't really surprise him.
What did you think of my map? Is that cool? Do you like it?
That was
Beautiful.
pretty cool, actually.
I thought we might
Should
get
make
to
it
hop
bigger
around
next
a little
time,
bit.
so we're not so cramped.
I thought we were gonna be hopping around a little bit more. I thought he might actually live another round or two, but wrong. I prepared, but yeah, let's clean it up. Let's delete them.
Did you do this map with the mapping tools in Fantasy Grounds in Unity?
I did. Well, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't actually draw the map itself. I just added the line of sight. That's all I did.
Right. Oh, okay.
Somebody else did the handiwork on drawing the map. And I think this is a good spot to stop. So, happy Halloween. Psych, it's already past Halloween. It's
still Halloween here.
Yeah, it's not here. And I'll turn it over to Rob, but we'll see you guys next week for session 8.
Oh, it's the Day of the Dead, isn't it? If it's no longer Halloween, it's the Day of the Dead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
So
All
yes,
right.
it is.
Thanks, Drake. Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate your hard work, Drake.
See you next time. All right, everybody. So there you go. That's them. Those are the people. Those are the Saturday night people. And there you have it. That's how you play Icewind Dale using Fantasy Grounds, everybody. Boom. And now all I have to do is hang up on those guys. And I never know. I don't understand how to ever do that. They'll hang up themselves. So I will tell you. I'm gonna give you guys all end of stream rewards. Thanks for the participation in the chat, everybody. There's another 100 XP for everybody who stays till the end. This guy on Board Game Arena keeps making games, and I joined like 12 of his games. You can only make 3, and then it won't let you make any more to join. And I've joined 12 of his games, but he hasn't started them. He just keeps making them and making them. So now I stopped joining so that he'll be forced to stop making them, and maybe he'll play. I don't know. This guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing, I guess. Let's see.
Fuck yeah.
That's right. Robin's always around. So let's talk about tomorrow. Rise of the Drow and AAW games. Jonathan G. Nelson will be here. We'll talk about that. He'll give away a copy and more. Tuesdays is 5e pickup games where Robin will try to kill the party.